Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 140. I am your host, Low Energy Videos, empty of food but full of coffee and soup. So in that regard, I am reaching peak something. Probably nothing healthy, but definitely the peak of that.
Soup is food.
Soup can be food. Hi, Krendar, Lord of Soup. That's actually why he wears the Pete hat. He can flip it upside down as a soup bowl in emergencies.
If anybody has a pith helmet, don't actually do that because it will drip through
extremely quickly.
Don't ask me how I know.
And we're joined by we're also joined by Raisin, who is a very disappointed English teacher right now, who wanted to see you after school because they know you took that essay right from the internet. Just copy and pasted it, printed it out, pretended like it was your
using
own.
AI.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same typos as the original.
You can see the links.
The AI
It's
identifier
printed out as
identified you
text.
as a cheater.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a sort of ruler. I can.
Oh, that works.
It's actually silver, but
Someone actually made an AI to write your essays for you, but then the AI also found out who your teacher was and snitched on you at the same time.
Oh, they're getting not only smart, they're fucking rats. Typical.
Yeah.
don't they have AI that you can feed things now and ask the AI if it was generated by AI?
Yep. And I'm sure there'll be a way
Yeah.
to trick that with
That's
another
meta.
AI.
AIception.
Yeah. Anyway.
Or maybe it was just legitimate cheating AI, and then it just grew a conscience and decided on its own to start snitching on people.
These 5-minute ads before a video where it's like, hello, I am a former cheat AI, and I'm here to talk to you about finding the Lord, Jesus, AI Christ. Skip ad, skip ad.
I am here to tell you,
Miss Murphy,
our Lord and Savior.
Bobby has cheated.
And of course, we are joined by the Chesh of the Goblin Queens variety. Once
The hell
again,
did you do to our aspect ratios?
something terrible. That's what.
I don't ever look because when I do look, I'm like stretched and weird.
We made so many good points from the chat on my stream yesterday with
That was so much fun.
generic minority. That was great. Your contribution was greatly appreciated.
Oh man,
God.
that was a good show. He was a really good guest. I enjoyed that a lot. I was lurking for most of it, but I couldn't help myself at the end there. I'm like, because
Yeah,
that's
no,
something
absolutely.
like we can get into that after show, but like yeah, that's something that hits really close to home. And when I heard him say something close to that, I'm like, yes,
Maybe
yes.
the two of you should come on sometime and discuss amongst yourselves.
That would be awesome.
Two
I'd be happy
teachers
to.
battle it out. How hard do they agree about how fucked the system is?
Yes.
Just noticed I'm just like sinking into the abyss on my camera over here. Also, I don't know if you can do zoom controls in your side, but I could use a little bit of zoom in.
I can. The best I can do is crop. I can drag and crop. There. Yeah, we can do that.
Can you move me up a
Dragon
little bit?
crop.
Yes.
like,
Yes. I can do that. I can do that.
Sitting in quicksand. Thank you.
Yeah. You stop slouching. You know.
Not much.
Much. Oh. Hedging your bet.
Slouching a little bit.
The puppers.
There. You're all.
Poppers.
Poppy.
We had a
It's a
really rough
pepper.
day yesterday.
Oh.
He had to have a bath, which he hates. That's the worst thing. Baths are the worst thing. And there were fireworks, and he hates those. Those are the worst thing. So
Oh,
then he had to
no.
get brushed afterwards once he finished drying, and that was the worst thing. And then I had to vacuum up all the hair, and the vacuum is the worst thing. So
That is
You're
a really bad dog day.
yeah, he had a bad day. He's all better now. He's been having a good day today, running around. He feels a lot better now that he's all clean because it's shedding season. So there's just clumps. Like I just vacuumed yesterday twice, and it looks like I need to vacuum again already because he's just. So giving him a bath and getting all that undercoat out of there and all those clumps. I thought he was getting like cancer lumps or something. I'm like, what the hell's going on with you? And I washed him off. I'm like, oh. You were getting fat. No, you're just covered in hair. You're fine.
All
So
all
the
these
dog
worst
days are over for
were-
him and only beginning for you, huh?
yeah.
Mm.
All these worst days happening all at once made it sound like very very husky.
Yeah, this was the one day that was the worst day. But we're
I
gonna
uh,
go to
I
my
don't
mom's
know.
house on Wednesday, and she's got a nice big yard and some grass because my place. I have a yard but no grass,
Nice.
so he likes being there because there's grass.
So I don't know much about dogs, but I've got a friend who's a very much a dog expert type person and assures me huskies are notorious drama queens.
Oh yes, oh yes. So he's a shepherd. He's a shepherd collie, so he does have a little bit of the song of his people in him, but it's not
Hmm.
He's not a husky. Doesn't
Not
have that.
pure, yeah.
Doesn't have that going for
It's
him.
only once in a while it's the worst day ever, 3 times in a row.
Yeah, right. This thing's the worst. This thing's the worst. This thing's the worst. And then he went
Mhm.
outside, and that was the best thing. Right, Puck? Like outside?
Doggo.
Careful, he's gonna think he's going outside.
Are you going outside?
Hey, it's Eleanor.
Oh.
All right, so here is the basic shill. All right, the shill is first of all not as important as the dog because the dog is amazing and I love them.
Mhm.
Get out of here.
No, there's only one dog.
Okay, so basic shilling as follow. Number 1, like, share, and subscribe. Number 2, check the links down below. Number 3, we have ourselves a stream goal. Anything given greatly appreciated. Number 4, disclaimer. Some of that stream goal, as it will be made, will unfortunately be going towards YouTube Premium. Boo! But if you guys want to watch a stream where my ad blockers are no longer needed, because apparently they've lost that war, then by all means, you know, help out so we don't have to see an ad every 5 seconds.
I'm
I
glad
think,
they lost that more.
I think Brave may have caught back up on that because at first I was starting to get that, hey, you're using an ad blocker, how dare you? And then that stopped happening.
I tried Brave.
It threatened me a couple times. It cut me
I don't know,
off,
it's
and then
working
it
okay for me.
reinstated me yesterday. Only on my secondary account. It never messed with Raisin at all.
Ah,
It never even asked
Well, I guess
me.
I looked out.
It like stalls
Yeah.
for a second at the beginning of videos now. Like it wants to play an ad, and then it just starts playing the video.
It also
Nice.
it also might be something to do with like your region, like where you're at.
Yeah, I'm
So
thinking
that,
maybe.
like, yeah, well,
Europe.
YouTube will like pick when they test things, they'll take like a handful of accounts and then roll it out, see if it works. That's why sometimes people will have features show up or disappear, and and they're like, nobody else has lost this feature. Is my YouTube
The weird
broken?
little thing in the corner of the chat was only on my secondary account. Now it's on both, and it's annoying when I'm trying to delete the most recent comment that I've screwed up because I can't get to the 3 dots.
yeah, that is very annoying. Sometimes it covers a word.
Yeah, that hurts in a bad spot. It needs to be moved down into like the chat area, like where you're actually
Yeah.
typing. It should,
It should
be
be
That
at
would
the
be
far
good.
right of the
They should
typing
hire you,
spot.
Chesh.
Yeah.
They should not. That is a terrible idea.
I think it'd be brilliant. It's got to be better than what they're doing.
No corporate.
Take down
can
Susan from within.
Fire them all.
Actually, wait,
Get in
isn't
there and
Susan
chase
gone
them all
already?
out.
No, she's still there. I think.
She's going though, right? Isn't
Yeah.
she?
One thing I like actually that they did do was now when you have the likes up, you can see the numbers tick up like an old ticker. That's
Oh,
kind of interesting.
Why is the heart leaking smiley faces now? At the same time that Raisin's grinning suspiciously.
I'm making little poppers. I made poppers.
It looks like the heart's farting. On my phone here, it looks like it's farting happy faces.
It's not me. It's definitely not me. I'm not doing this. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. Nothing happening.
You're totally not looking at the lower right corner of your screen right now.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. We got nothing really major to talk about, except for, I suppose, we could definitely talk about what the craziness in Iceland. But first things first, we haven't seen this amazing woman in some time.
Thank you. The comedy club, please.
Yeah.
No. I'm just gonna go see a show. What do? I am a doctor of people doctor. I'm a chemist. I design bait flavors. Newest one, walnut whip. I'm a ferry driver. Captain, yes, ferry captain. I'm Coco Chanel. I write the instruction manuals that come with air fryers. I'm a peace envoy for the Middle East.
Oh, that's
currently
not going well.
great. Owl husbandry.
Owl
I sell
husbandry.
used phone chargers out the back of a van. I'm
Yeah.
a nun. I'm an MMA champion fighter. Yeah, no, I am small. They do only let me fight children. I don't work. I'm
Does she
independently
win?
wealthy. Because my dad
She didn't say.
made all his money in blood diamonds. I'm a chimney sweep. I'm the food taster for King Charles. It is mostly sausages, yeah. I put the filling in cream eggs. I'm a taxi inspector, and you got 10 out of 10. Just is great, thank you. Can I get a receipt as well? Just to have a memento of such a great trip.
So the reason she said all this was because apparently she's embarrassed to say that she's the comedian when she's getting picked up and dropped off at a comedy gig she's going to.
Oh yeah.
Because immediately somebody's gonna be like, "Tell me a joke." Comedian.
Right, or they'll look at their phone and have a state you're playing. So like, what if they don't like you? What if they don't think you're funny? Like, you know, maybe there's a different type of funny. So yeah, she just makes shit up.
Now we live in a world where you can openly play D&D, but you have to hide that you're a comedian. Like, what has happened to our world?
The fall of the Berlin Wall. That's what happened, madam. Freedom.
A lot of us get similar vibes because people at work will ask me like, "Oh, you only work here 3 days a week. What's your other job? Any other days of the week?" Play video games. Don't people watch?
I can't explain my job to people. I just tell them I do art.
Yeah.
And then
I
inevitably
usually
they
just
ask,
tell them I have
what
I do
kind of art?
personal projects.
I tell people I make furry porn all the time.
I just tell them I do this shit. I stream. Oh, is it a big stream? No, not
Back
really.
up about what? What was that? Her?
Big.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of family members that don't really understand what I do, and they can't really like manage watching. I actively tell them like, don't look me up. Just don't do it. You're not gonna like what you see. It's fine.
Oh man.
I always get asked anytime I'm up in the pub up here in the tiny little village that I've been living in for nearly 10 years now. What do I do? And I don't have a job. I'm on DA, so I tell them I stream sometimes, make a little bit extra money, and there's this one guy who I think he was trying to make me feel bad by how small this channel was. He was like, "Oh, you get 5,000 people, do you?" And I was like, "I didn't say I got 5,000 people. Where do you get that number from?" He's like, "Oh, well, sorry, you must have said 500. Like, no, I don't. Well, how many subscribers do you have? A few hundred? Like, yeah, like three? Yeah, no. This guy's got a bit of a And I was actually thinking like maybe more than you do, but like that would just be as petty as he would be, and instead I was just there like I don't care, but like 300 I think, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and he looks at the barman Dave, and Dave's just like staring back at him like, "What are you on? What's wrong with you, man?" You know, like he was getting no love. This guy
always take your social cues from your bartender.
The stereotype of the Irish bartender is true. They are the wise sages of each Irish town. And my one's retiring after 40 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
He's earned it.
Oh, damn. He says he's sick of pouring pints and listening to people complain.
Yeah, fair. There is a at least a lot of the time when you're in customer service, you have to listen to them complain at you or about you over something you can't control. When you're a bartender, you get to listen to other people complain about shit that's not related to you.
And you can control them however you want over here. Like if you don't like the look of anyone for anything that they can control, so you can't kick someone out for being black, but you can kick someone out for dressing in a particular way that you don't like. So you can basically, that's why like bartenders, a lot of ones around here don't need bouncers. Everyone just has this agreement that like that's his house and you listen to what he has
Respect the
to say.
bouncer. Or
Yeah.
respect the bartender.
Yeah.
I've run into this thing recently. I don't know how much you guys have been following my channel recently, but I spent like what amounts to way more hours than it was ever worth watching some crazy people responding to a 15-minute video with hours of self-incriminating streams. And so I've been watching those self-incriminating streams and having a giggle. And one of them was really embarrassing, where this lady is just like trying to justify that she doesn't like me, but the reason she doesn't like me is because she feels like she's obligated to not like me because I said that her friend was wrong about something.
What?
And so one of her reasons was that, well, how long she had her channel, it's so small. Like, it's just because she's a bitch, no wonder her channel's so small. And by the time I got to watching her video, I was like, wait, how many subscribers does she have? Oh, that's less than mine. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is some Jared Genesis Dark Master level logic, you know?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Dude claiming he was getting swatted because there was just a general disturbance call to his house. He claims he knows who it is. He claims it's this other person that's related to this other thing that's all about like his haters and this other. It's like now they're like, oh, that person who definitely did that swatting is working for this other person that we've been making content about.
Are they
for
gang
years
stalker? Are they into gang stalking?
Insane.
Because I'm getting some gang stalking vibes from this person.
Right? Yes, it's insane. And so I just dipped my toe into it just a little bit because I was just like, that's not SWAT. That's not SWAT. And they've just been losing their minds ever since. They got really excited in the first video that came out. The first video, they got really excited. They showed up in my comment section. They were like, "Hey, you're finally you're actually going to talk about this. Thanks. It's so great that you're covering our stuff." And the before the video came out. Then the video came out. And now it's just like, oh, well, I'm not going to watch her video. It's 5 hours long. That's ridiculous. Why would you expect that? Meanwhile, they've made days, 25 hours on one channel, and there's 4 of them.
Jeez.
25 hours on one of the channels out of 4 channels, and they're mad that I made a 5-hour one.
How dare you be so concise?
Oh my god.
They're just pissed off you've been showing them up by showing how quickly you can do it. Way more efficient at this shit than they are.
The thing is that nothing in all of their videos that I'm discussing has actually debunked or said what I had said was incorrect. They're just mad because they don't like my haircut. And I'm like, okay, fine, but it's still not swatting. So I didn't even have to watch their shit. I just watched it to laugh at it because it was funny. There's nothing in there worth talking about except, all of the incriminating shit they're saying. And I'm like, why would you admit to that? You have you have legal shit going on. They've all got ROs and TROs and they're like, oh, we're actually all working together to stalk and harass this one lady. Like, why would you say that?
Weird.
Why would you say that part out loud? What are you doing?
I have heard that took a dive. Until watching your stream, I was like, oh.
Legal.
Wow, oh, things really fell off the deep end there.
Right?
Shit.
Are you kidding me? I've been seeing people get really, really mad because a lady got a gift from her husband that was a cereal dispenser, and they're like, "Look at this bitch!" And I'm like, they're mad at her because she ate Captain Crunch while she was pregnant, and I'm like,
cares about the war in the Middle East. This woman's eating a fucking child's cereal.
Right? Nothing is more important than that.
Clearly a monster.
One guy, I shit you not. he said that in
Genocide,
response
Captain
to this,
Crunch.
in response to this general disturbance call, they started calling it a domestic violence call, which it was not. It was a domestic. It got sent out as a domestic or a general disturbance. And this one guy, claiming to be somebody who trains police officers, said that a fake domestic violence call is the equivalent of calling in a fake bomb threat to an elementary school.
Damn.
Have you done this before? For science, I mean, I'm just. While they're incriminating themselves, have they done this before for science? To know that this is the case? I mean.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Like, how do you get from point A? All of this was to defend this one guy from saying something that was swatted when they weren't swatted, all while agreeing that it wasn't SWAT. So, like, you agree with me, but you're gonna make these insane statements anyway?
What a
it's
mess.
Insanity. It's actually insanity. Now I'm invested, right? Now I've started following it a little bit and being like, okay, what the hell is actually going on here? And I have like a little nugget saved in my back pocket right now that I'm holding on to because I want to see if they're gonna do it before I say anything. And I'm like, I want to see if they do it first. If they do it, oh boy.
No, you are ready.
Oh man, I've got a nugget in my pocket and it's actually
Like the way you operate. I'm like, let's just keep a file. Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you. But I have a file just in case, baby.
Keep it ready. Stay ready.
Well, people are like, it's so dramatic. Oh my god, so people are just watching this train wreck at this point, and I'm just like, I looked at one very narrow aspect of this thing, but it's actually fucking huge. And so I'm just like, what the fuck? If I get my dirty little goblin
content.
If I get my dirty little goblin hands on the court documentation, I am going to have a fucking field day. It's gonna be fun as hell. It's so stupid.
That can be arranged.
Oh.
Somebody in chat has pointed out that you forgot to mention how you're a bad friend to somebody that you're not actually friends with.
Yeah, so you guys, are you guys familiar with what happened between like me and Steve? So I worked with this guy. He tried to fuck. Yeah, I worked with this guy. He tried to fuck me over. And now this lady is like, "Why aren't you being nice to Steve and giving charity to him? You guys used to be friends. You were such a bad friend." And I'm like, "It's been 2 years. I wouldn't be his friend anyway. Even if he wasn't an asshole to me 2 years ago, I still wouldn't be his friend right now anyway because he's been being a transphobic piece of shit."
Oh fuck!
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We don't put up with that shit around here.
Oh
No.
my god.
We kind of did a purge a little while back on like just people who would have been basically into shit that would have been very no. But I did used to watch the non sequitur for a little bit, and I remember one that stuck out in my head was when Brett Keane was on, and it was like Brett and God, is it Godless Engineer?
Godless Engineer, yeah.
Situation.
And right at the end, they just what's his name? Just dropped the huge like one of the main hosts, the Kyle, yeah. Very very snazzy dresser. And
I couldn't with that dude. That was when I cut out of that whole thing. That dude was nothing but drama.
Like that was
yeah, Kyle's pretty bad.
That was the one that stuck out in my head the most. That, and that you had a guy on once who was like very, he believed that all mountain ranges were in fact like dragon bones. Yeah, that was fucking, yeah. I remember watching that in like my ma's place. I had a flight in the morning and she lived right by the airport, so I was crashing there, and I had that playing in like in the conservatory, having a drink, messing around with the dogs, having that playing in the background. She came in, asked what was going on, overheard some of that, and was like, is this guy like mentally ill? And I'm like, yeah, probably. And they let him vote too.
Really, I mean, I love the dragon skeletons thing too, because like apparently dragons are way bigger than we thought they were, even hypothetically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the size of the fish imprint in Africa, though? I'm just saying, that is a big fish.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a lot of sushi. Let's get eating.
Ooh, don't remind me of food right now. But let's go from a what sounds like very stable people to a very stable person. Cool, Daddy Derek.
The virus wars.
Yeah, and he's introducing a new character, simply called Beaver. Just
the Harrier jet.
Is that?
Oh yeah, he hired
that
the
thing
guy.
in the corners? What is that?
What? Where?
You
What's
just have
what?
to play. What is the other thing? On the left.
That's Dirty Dog. That's
That's
Dirty
cool.
Dog.
Educate me.
Nemesis.
Yeah, he created.
Educate me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It's Cool Cat's villain.
Well,
Oh my.
He's a mean dog.
he started COVID, by the way. He's the one that created COVID.
Bastard.
This is exciting already.
I know, right? That suit must reek in that sun.
Oh God.
They couldn't even get a guy in a suit. They just got a beaver plushie to put out in the middle of the desert and have Daddy Derek do the voice.
As a Canadian, I would like to file a formal complaint on the use
Yeah,
of
this is this is some fucking war crimes for you guys right now. It's not a moose yet.
Wait, what?
Beaver.
What does Moose have to do with anything?
Canada.
Canadian.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
He just bumped into the beaver.
Hero for the kids, and he's so cool.
What?
Hold on, that thing was moving. Is there somebody buried
it a
in a
puppet?
puppet going
I think
on?
it's got like wire attached to it. Let's see. Probably I'll go over here. Oh, you can see it.
Oh, like,
you can
look,
see.
it's like glued to a plate or something.
Yeah. So the by the way,
Reminding me of, like early YouTube. This is like the kind of shit you would see when YouTube first started, and this would be like something that
Yeah.
some high school kids would.
he
put
has like
together.
several movies now under his
It's
belt.
not a chair. It's like a little wicker chair behind it or something. Like they broke a basket. When you see it from behind, you can see the thing it's sitting on.
Eminem ain't got nothing on this shit.
Thanks, Beaver, and I love you too. Bye bye for now.
I love how he just shows up, says he loves him, then leaves. That's an establishing shot there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what we call a Chekhov's beaver right there.
And he's so cool.
He has 3 mascots dedicated to himself now, and an army of children.
Everybody, professional voice actor.
And former male stripper as well, Daddy Derek.
I'm so glad the word "former" is in that sentence.
Well, I can't imagine the money's flowing in with these movies, so you never know.
Hey, look, people
I don't
like
know.
practical
It is-
effects.
At this age, I'm not sure much of
Practical
things flowing anymore.
You cannot tell the internet what it's gonna like, so just if you feel like you want to create something, you go create it.
Exhibit
You never
A,
know.
Your Honor.
You never know.
Speaking of
Yeah, I would
which,
do that. Wow, yes!
My 2 favorite animals engaging in Mortal Kombat.
love that running away waddle. It's, like,
It's
"Oh,
me
shit."
getting out of the bath in wintertime. I'm cold.
Oh shit! Look right here when he runs away. Watch right here. There.
He slips. Yeah.
We'll say it.
Like a dog.
He did save it. That was close.
Bonk.
Very well.
A nice little character moment as well. The ape does the chest beat. Look. Wait for it. Thud, thud,
You
thud.
couldn't hear it without the sound on, but with the sound on, you could hear him like.
What?
I like this. I
What was
want
in the costume? Good
What?
good
I want
acting.
to feel all the adventures of these two characters.
Welcome back to
Yes.
Boge's Gorilla and Bear, already in progress. Taiwan's premier children's show.
I'm here for
This
it.
does need to be a series.
That made my
I
day.
have to meet up with the little otter, the otter mascot.
Oh yeah!
Let me see if I can find the name. Otter
Uh,
mascot in Japan, right?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh, something cool.
Chikan.
Yeah,
Chikan.
Chikan. Yeah.
They got no. So the best thing about like Cheetan and stuff is that they're like they belong to the city, so
Yep.
they don't belong to anybody in particular. So anybody can make any content about Cheetan ever, and there's some like fucked up shit. It's so good.
Do you see where the mascots go to die? They showed that on John Oliver last week tonight.
Yes.
There's just
Yes.
this room where they put all the mascot suits, and they're just piled up like a sort of Five Nights at Freddy's establishing shot. It's fucking horrifying.
Showing the room up, and he's holding like an axe or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Him and his abusive wife beat the shit out of each other all the time.
I mean, I've seen enough Japanese horror to know that this is how a lot of people are going to end up dying, as these abandoned mascot suits become possessed and
Right.
angry.
I'm here for it. I'm here to. I'll take over an abandoned mascot.
Abandonment issue ghosts are a problem.
So, how many of you saw and how many of you liked the remake of the Planet of the Apes movies, like the last couple of ones?
I haven't seen it, but it's got to be better than that King Kong video game. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I've seen the clips.
You have. Somebody made a game worse than Lord of Ring Gollum. Oh god.
What about you, ladies? You seen any of the new Planet of the Apes?
Didn't watch
I
the new
have
ones.
not.
No.
I liked certain elements of them. They got increasingly more boring and samey, but I still, now at this point, human society has digressed into caveman, and they're like in an early medieval period. So now they can talk, and this is where it can get hilarious.
I do not like
Oh.
monkeys. I do not like gorillas. They live in Uncanny Valley for me. So
I know, they're great.
And
Yeah.
freak me out.
Does them
Musk is
talking make it more or less uncanny?
Well, we're gonna find
no,
out.
So bad.
Live reaction from Chesh. Like her face will define
I
whether
guess you
this is
can't
good
play
or bad.
Overwatch then. Oh no.
When
Like nobody else is either.
I see strange things.
Is it dead people? You see dead people?
I see strange things like hairless monkeys that talk.
Opening of Spirit Stallion and the Cimarron. What the fuck?
Waiting for you, here I am.
New things.
Ape Man. Man
I
Ape.
see.
Is this the new Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed Ape
I
Hala.
wish.
Because they always have the bird, right?
Is not everything.
They wouldn't sound like us. Their mouths aren't shaped like that.
No, they don't.
Here they are. They're already starting to use us as slaves.
They really are like us.
Yay! But look, they hug each other, so they're not evil. They have,
Oh, they have magic stones.
yep, stun batons with apes. They find a vault from Fallout. Nice.
That's the Hubble Space Telescope. Or not the Hubble one, the one on the ground.
Yay! He said the line, which isn't all that famous because he shouldn't have said "What a wonderful day." He should have said "You maniacs" or something like that. You know, something from the
Are you
originals.
not entertained?
Right? How hard would have that one been? You know. Yeah. So they talk.
He just turned to the camera and said, "It's called a lance." Hello.
What
That's
these
the observatory that they.
the CERN building, the Hadron Collider.
Let's see.
Is this meant to be a follow-up to the other movie or a new thing?
Yeah, because it
Wait.
happens. The first 3 of the new ones were about Caesar and
3?
his. There's like 5 now, I think.
Holy shit!
but
I've only heard about one of them.
The first one was like the lead up to like the rise of the Planet of the Apes, I think is what it was called, right? Because
Yeah.
it was like, okay, so the first is initiating like how apes got
Yeah.
to here and what happened with humans, and now we've jumped into the future where humans
Yeah, the
have
last movie was like the
evolved
last
somehow,
human
so that
society.
makes sense. Listen, none of this makes any sense. This is not what
No.
you would end up with.
It's a virus that makes apes smarter and makes humans die. That's the whole premise. That's like they made the apes smarter, but it kills us off. And so
I can't find enough premise. It's more of an issue of that, like, as long as there were humans surviving, they wouldn't just, like, even at a technological level, you could have societal collapse, but you can only fall so far, right?
Yeah.
So you might not have people who know how to make cell phones, but you're not going to lose radio very easily. You're not going to lose the ability to read and write. Those are going, like, there are certain things that
It's
are going
clearly a
to
huge
stay.
drop of tech, because in the last one it was like a band of military survivors and a group of like regular survivors having an uneasy peace with the apes in like the
Well,
ruins of
like-
San Francisco.
Yeah,
Now
but-
it's like so much so that the jungle has taken over cities and they have like a medieval society. So
You can go and have cities taken over by greenery, because that'll happen relatively quickly.
Yeah.
And you can have like a drop in technology because you don't have the resources or the manufacturing capabilities because you don't have enough people to do it, right? So you're not able to make new guns. Let's say you can't make a handgun.
I wonder if
But
the
that
humans
doesn't
are meant to devolve. I wonder if that explains that then.
And that would make more sense, but
Because they're just cavemen at this point now.
Wouldn't that ironically
Right.
just mean that they become monkeys
Apes.
too then?
Kind of. That's what they're implying.
they're
Um,
flipping
They clearly put a little bit
You
more.
shouldn't serve us anymore.
Eh,
Well, you wouldn't lose, like, there's certain fundamentals you just can't go backwards from now that you know what it is, right? So even if you say that, like, okay, well, humans it's been so long and so long and so long, and the small contingent of humans were not able to maintain any of the technology, and they can only pass on a certain amount of information. And it's like, okay, but the information they're going to be passing on is reading and writing and basic farming.
right.
Like, they're not
Animal
gonna lose,
animal
like,
husbandry, animal
an-
husbandry, because they've got.
Right.
Also, they could mimic the apes. Ironically enough, they could see what the apes are doing and try to mimic them. So unless the human brains are now just like slag, just like we've turned into Neanderthals. But even then, like they'd at least still have weapons to defend themselves from the apes, who have lost, by the looks of it, the ability to use guns, because I'm not seeing any of them using guns. I'm seeing them using, which the apes in the original could use guns. But they have like shotgun weapons, so I guess they found like a supply of shot batons or some shit like that they're using. I don't know. The premise has always been a bit goofy, but yeah, like shouldn't there be? I would almost think that there should be like a downgrade of all technology, period, as the apes rise and we fall. And there should be like a medieval human society in the ruins of the old world fighting the rising ape society. And we should still have like almost like a Game of Thrones meets Planet of the Apes in the ruins of the old world.
Winter is coming, but it's actually just monkeys.
Yeah, you just see over the wall like Jon Snow looking out. You just see thousands of monkeys crawling over the wall.
Possible defense against them.
When you're put under different stress, right, for like societal pressures and different stress, like environmental stresses, there are certain technologies, once you have knowledge that they exist, you will maintain that knowledge, right? So how many people know how to find the information about how radio works?
Yeah.
Right. And like, are the apes taking advantage of human libraries? Because why wouldn't they?
Right. Well, they clearly have some understanding of metalwork, if nothing else. Where did they get that from? Did they figure it out themselves, or?
Well, particularly, it's
They
kind
grew
of
all new
overlooked
parts
it.
for vocalization.
Yeah.
There's a
Right.
reason we sign with them now.
Right.
Look.
It falls apart a little bit because Caesar and the other group of apes that were in that lab in the first one were not like evolving naturally with their environments. What they
No,
were
but their
doing,
children
they
were. They do address that in one of the other films. When they get together and actually like breed, their children will inherit those traits.
Right, but what I'm saying is that their intelligence jumped.
Yeah.
So because their intelligence is here, they would have that knowledge, and what you're, if making sure I understand this correctly, their children don't have the knowledge, but have the capability to learn that knowledge. So you would basically just have kids in monkey children in fucking primary school.
Right. They'd be as smart as human children, but they wouldn't peter off
So
at the
then
age of
why
like 2 or
wouldn't the
3.
monkeys maintain the factories that they need to make weaponry? They already know the weaponry exists. They know how to make it. They have access to the information. Why would they not maintain it?
Right. Dare I say it should almost be like in a 40k Imperium sort of thing, where they're holding onto the machines, not quite sure how everything works, but they can make it maintain it just enough to continue producing the things that they want.
Were using guns at one point in the previous.
In the previous ones, yeah, that was a conscious decision from Caesar not to engage with human technology too much, and then there's a cultural shift. I won't spoil it. It's stupid, but it does result in them going like, well, if they're not going to leave us alone, we'll go and force them to do what we want. Which again would then, first thing you'd want the humans to do is teach you how to make the things. Like, if you find that, say, an engineer, like, make the fucking house. And then teach those 3 how you made the house.
You don't even need that. You don't even need that. You can just get a Sears catalog from back in the day that was like, here's the list of the things you need, and here's how to build your house.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that could break down. Basically, the world wouldn't look that way, but then again, it is a universe that should also have a bunch of mutants worshipping a nuke underground. And yeah, I want to see that so badly. I want to see how they show like the giant.
Well, I want to see an alternate scientific progression with the apes, like rather than just learning or relearning or whatever, copying what we have. I want to see them do like Magitech science or something weird.
It's interesting to see them evolve technology in a way that is more beneficial to them than it would be for us. Right?
Yeah, they're stronger physically. They should take advantage of that in some way.
They're closer to nature, so they discover how to tap into magic that the humans never figured out. Now they've got Magitech.
they worship Mother Gaia and summon summon the swamp thing, the big green. You know.
You could also go the route of like heftier bows, technologies that are more beneficial for them. They have access to prehensile tails.
They can punch through a wall.
Oh yeah, they should have like there should be a scene of like a scribe writing a bunch of stuff down, but they have like their tails are flicking as a third hand, you know, like they're moving around and shit. There's a lot of angles they can go at.
With their tail.
Yeah. Curious George got too curious. Anyway, that was.
If you're like primitive, if you're like in a primitive state and you're like utilizing like hand-to-hand combat, right, and you've got like knives and swords or whatever, why would you not develop
use your tail?
Like a knife that you've tied to the end of?
I'm a Skaven fan, so yeah, that shit works well with the Skaven. But that was not the trailer I wanted to show off, because I have a lot of hope for this. This is the new Avatar show that they're going to be releasing, and I am so pumped. But not pumped, as in, but I am cautiously hopeful.
Time is a funny thing.
I immediately wonder if that voice is Iroh.
The future.
Or maybe Aang's mentor, the Wind Nomad. Yeah.
It all gets
That'd be cool.
Ooh, that's the Earth City. Okay, so there's Zuko.
At least the scars on the right side. All
right. I don't think it's as glaring as it should be, though. I think it should be way heftier. Like it should be a much more
It's
glaring.
pretty noticeable.
It's noticeable,
I don't know.
but I don't want them to kind of like glam it up a bit.
I'm
I want to go back.
overly cartoony, right? Because
Truth.
it's not a
That's
cartoon.
Say. No, that's the air temple.
No, this is
No, it is. It's
no
Bostic
this.
Say. Or sorry,
No, the smaller
where-
one before
no,
that.
It's where the crazy king is.
Yeah.
King Boom. What's the name of the city?
I know
I
that
don't remember either.
there's a great
not Oshimaru. That's something different.
yeah.
Oh,
We know
God.
we know the one you're talking about. It's like the first Earth city. You see, yeah. But here's the thing. One thing I love about there we go. The Earth Kingdom's tech, they don't have any hinges or joints because they can just control the Earth as they need it. And I think that's, you can even see it here. There's nothing joining it up. That just reforms into a single block of stone when they're done with it. And it's
It all gets mixed
the
up.
way everything's all like on the little rails and shit.
Yeah. Looks cool.
Kinda
Ah,
what
that's
you talked about too, like
Iroh.
understanding
That's
how the
Iroh.
world works, you know what I mean? Like, and
That's-
working with that to make a more interesting world based on what's available there. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's
Do it,
Iroh.
like
That-
realistically too.
I don't know how he's gonna act, but that he looks the part.
Yeah,
a lot of
like,
them have
no,
so far. I've been really impressed with their casting.
Yeah, let's have a look at
I
Katara back
noticed
there.
Zuko before. He's the only other one I recognized. Oh no, wait, they're there. Yeah. Okay, that's obviously Katara.
Right? Yeah, I could buy that. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It all gets mixed up.
They've been nailing it so far, visually at least.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's Iroh as fuck.
Yeah.
But there's only one way.
Okay, that's Ozu, right? Fire Lord Ozai. That's right. That's he definitely looks the part. Though I would say his pauldron should be a little bigger. I want those motherfuckers to be huge.
Oh, this is no Warhammer. Come on, calm down.
I'm spoiled.
You keep it.
Oh, the fucking the kabuki.
Ghost Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking right so far. Yep.
Her name is Stu.
Mm-hmm. Attention to detail.
From an
Always
island.
remember.
Sound is amazing too.
Maybe it's Wonky Dog.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so Aang looks like Aang. That's
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Can we go back just a little bit? Just
Yeah,
where,
sure.
where it goes to him falling to his knees. Just
Uh-oh.
real quick.
I wonder who that could be. Yeah, sure. It's
Right there. That spot.
yeah, okay.
Right there. Right there. Do you recognize what this is?
Is that when he like masters his one of the other elements for the first time and destroys shit and is freaked out?
Presumably
No.
fire.
No. This is when they finally land. This is after they go to the air temple. He finds out that the Fire Nation wiped out his people. Then they go traveling around and they're flying on Appa and he looks down and he sees this big scar on the land of fire where they had used the comet to just blast the ground where the spirit panda is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it looks like we're actually going to get some of like what's going on with like the spirit side of the world, which is very cool.
Ooh, what was the name of
Interesting.
that? What was the name of that demon thing that had the mask that you're not meant to look at? Like all had the different faces and shit.
Oh,
It's like the closest thing to like a spiritual antagonist in the series.
his name is Ko.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll have that.
Ooh, nice.
Yay!
Oh, the Blanket Furry.
He's so fluffy.
Oh, that was
Damn.
awesome.
What is this too?
Please don't fuck this up. Please.
Right?
I
As
mean,
long as they nail the story, they've got everything else.
Right?
I feel pretty hopeful after seeing that. Like, I feel like they're really putting effort into this.
Is
Yeah.
this supposed to be a movie or a series?
Series.
They're okay. I think they're going to be better off trying to do it a little bit more episodic than they would unless they were going to do like BBC style movie series. So if they're doing like 20-minute or they could probably do 40-minute episodes if they wanted to.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little shorter.
And you know what else? I wouldn't hate them if they tried their own spin on things. If they did try to add and take away, so long as it works with the overall story.
It's almost guaranteed they're going to do that, though, right? Like, when has something ever been made into a movie or a comic, or sorry, a TV show from a comic, where they didn't change something?
Well, they have to. When you change mediums, you have to make changes.
Some efforts,
Otherwise,
yeah.
why are you even making it in the first place?
If it was just 100% everything exactly the same, then yeah, why bother?
Well, that and there's things that are in Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show, that are not going to work in a live-action medium or in that style or length of storytelling, right? So they have wiggle room, they have space. If they do anything that will be considered like major, I suspect that they will remove the Great Divide. Or they'll redo the Great Divide. Because that episode is the one episode that everybody's like, this episode is still good, but it's kind of the worst episode of all of them because people feel
that's
like
the one with the two tribes having to go through like the desert and they hate each other and yeah.
Canyon, yeah. The canyon that they go through with the bugs at the end. So I did.
I like how he has a mental breakdown, their guide, and he's like, they're after me. They already had a piece, now they want the whole thing. I thought that was pretty good.
I disagree with that episode being like a bad episode or doesn't do anything. But the creators have even acknowledged that. Like, they made a joke out of it with the
I was gonna say with the play, they have to. By the way, they have to keep the play in if they're gonna go through the whole thing. Just because it was a great moment.
All they have to do is reference the M. Night Shyamalan movie. That is the play. It's already been done. They did that part first.
Or how about having like one of the actors in the back just try to put on like a giant headpiece and go, you know what that looks like from behind, right? What do you mean? I need to see them like looking in the mirror. Oh no, I'll put that away.
There's something that I'm curious about if they're gonna do. There's a lot of dark going on, which is not bad for a trailer. I'm curious if what they're gonna do is if they're going to shift this from being a kid show to a adolescent,
young adult. Yeah.
I feel like they are. I got that sense from it, and also it's like the people who grew up being the fans of the original are like older now, right?
I was thinking that, like instead of a glow up, kind of a grow up, so that the same people who watched it as kids can now watch it in a more
still better be fun as fuck though, because there's no point being grimly grim, because that's some teenage emo shit. It should have a lot more serious topic.
If they do all grim, they miss the point, right?
Yeah.
Because like Aang and Sokka in particular, before you even bring Toph in,
I was gonna say,
like it's a bright show, and so like what I would suspect, if this is the angle that they're going to take on, is I expect to see the same themes, but I would expect them to be told more aggressively. So there are things that
probably more open death, for example. There should be more open death, like especially Fire Nation soldiers. They need to die more because they're always shown especially those tanks and their like aircraft. Yeah, they're destroyed. That means the people inside them are dead. Like and have them address that.
I've seen like a little comic strip of Aang being like, "We don't kill people," and Toph being like, "What?" Because he goes through that crisis near the end because he doesn't want to kill Ozai.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to console him. And Toph's like, "What are you talking about? We've been killing people the whole time. You mean you guys weren't doing that on purpose?"
Ooh, a genuine plot point. They brought that up. Near the end, he asks the spirits of the other avatars, because his philosophy is that he can't kill someone, but he's going to have to kill. He looks like he might have to kill Ozai. But here's the thing: he runs across a former airbender who had the title of being, and they don't give him the answer that he wants, which is bullshit. He should have just outright said like, "So did you kill someone or not?" And he's like, "I did what I had to do for being the Avatar. Goodbye now." Wee! No, pin the motherfucker down.
Because the point that she is making is that monks at the temple and who are airbenders try their whole lives to leave material things behind and have a spiritual connection. As the Avatar, you cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
You are tied to this place. You are the bridge between those things. If you were ever to like monk ascend, you would be abandoning your your position, your job, your expectation, and everybody on this plane of existence to go get fucked.
There should be at least a passing sort of like conflict of interest. And you know what else? Don't hide. I don't think they.
That, but she's an adult and he's a child, right? So she explains this, but he doesn't get it, right? Because she's just like, as the Avatar, you are in a position where.
But they cop out. They do cop out. Like he does kind of like.
It's a kids show.
So what? They have killed characters before.
When?
The admiral, he gets dragged down in the north. Oh no, they bring him.
He gets dragged in the spirit realm. That's even confirmed later in Korra.
I know, but that is such a cop-out show. Characters dying.
There's one character that's like, "Is that guy dead?" And it was Jet. We don't know if Jet is dead.
One becomes the fucking moon, you know?
None of them know that he's dead either. The closest one to the other one who died is Yuki or whatever the hell her name was. The one that's the moon now.
Yeah, my girlfriend became the moon. That's rough, bro.
I mean, that is a character death, but like death in this world is also considered like some people are reincarnating, some people are like Iroh's not dead either. He just was like, nah, I'm not gonna be here anymore, and left and went to go live in the spirit realm.
This is English translation Dragon Ball. You know, like I'm gonna send you to another dimension.
Realm. But the thing is like they legitimately.
Too bad it's Sunday.
Because like for General Zhao was grabbed by the spirit creature that Aang became, and then the spirit creature left and Aang stayed, and it took Zhao with him.
Ooh,
so he didn't
there is
die.
an actual death caused by hubris, and it's in a memory of one of the former avatars, their version of like Genghis Khan. He was so arrogant, he came towards her and like she cracks open like a cliff face and he falls to his death. What?
Yes.
He dies.
That's Avatar Kyoshi. But that's not like a character death, right? That's not like Suki dying or
no. But here's the thing: they could do this now. If Netflix could do this now. Also, hold on, the spirit of I don't know what happens to the spirit of him, but Aang's mentor, and the whole of the air tribe.
Very, very interesting because specifically Monkey Atso is probably one of the darkest, like very blatant. This person is dead and their death matters and is important.
He's a skeleton surrounded by other skeletons, you know.
Well, he's the skeleton. He's surrounded by like damaged and broken people.
Armor, yeah.
You get like that light thing, the lighting in it. It was very dark. It was very, but that is probably the most they were willing to do for a kids' TV show, and that was episode 3.
I know. It was great. It was when I realized. Oh, well, I already figured out that this show was great.
Slavery, really, like in a way, they did. They
have racism coming out. The yin yang.
The raids of the waterbenders disappearing as the raids continued when they did the blood bending.
Oh, blood bending was brilliant, and it came from a character who at first you're like, oh well.
God. That I am looking forward to seeing the blood bending in this style.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see. Let's see if it gets
that's gonna be weird.
Let's move on to actually something a bit upbeat and is kind of fucking dope. Surgeons perform the world's first human eye transplant.
Very cool.
Surgeons in New York have announced that they performed the world's first ever transplant of an entire human eye. The pioneering surgery, which took place 6 months ago, took almost a day to complete.
Making history in this operating room, doctors in a New York medical center transplant an entire human eye. It's been done before in mice with limited success, but this is a big first for humans.
the mere fact that we transplanted an eye is a huge step forward.
It looks like
Something
Michael Shannon.
that within centuries has been thought about, but's never been performed.
The patient, Aaron James, was a power line worker in the US, but in 2021, his life changed after getting a 7,200-volt electric shock when his face touched a live wire. He survived, but lost his left eye, much of his dominant arm, and most of his face.
One of the plastic surgery doctors,
yeah, but he's
told me,
now,
she
so that's
said
cool.
he will probably never speak again. He will never
He also
eat
gets
again.
knowledge of the runes.
He will probably be on a ventilator the rest of his life.
The price must be paid
This
for all alchemy.
surgery lasted 21 hours. Surgeons first removing part of a donor's face, including their left eye, then grafting it onto Aaron James.
Wait, they took he gave somebody else's face as well as their eye?
Back here and the blood vessels in the back.
Is John Travolta
I was brought into position.
That's what
connected
reconstruction surgery is, right? When somebody takes so much damage to their, a lot of reconstructive surgery when it's related to car accidents, burns, for example. There's tons of reconstructive surgery. So like if you break like a chunk of your jaw, it's very likely that you're gonna have to get like reconstructive surgery where they'll cut off and regraft skin, let alone resetting and giving you like the metal plate in your head or whatever the fuck. We do lots of shit. You know, tons of shit like that all the time.
Just want to say real quick before we continue, if you're enjoying the stream so far, please consider to like, share, and subscribe. And if you can help us reach the goal, very much appreciated. There should be a link in chat. Yep, it's still pinned right there. A little bit of something towards Crandar and myself. And don't forget to check the links down below for our guests, Crandar, and your boys' information. Let's keep going.
Nerve. And then we connected blood vessels to the ophthalmic artery and vein to provide blood supply to the central retinal artery in the entire eye.
According to the medical experts, tests following the transplant have been really positive.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with what we're seeing this early on. You know, at this point, the mere
looks a
fact
bit
that
like
the
Baron
eyes are
Harkonnen
looks
like
healthy
this.
is pretty special.
No,
We're in
he's not
uncharted
nearly
waters,
big
and
enough for that.
We're trying to discover. We're not claiming that we are going to restore sight. We're just getting one step closer.
You know, even if I can't see, which I didn't have an eye there to begin with, you know, after the accident.
Yeah, there's blood flow now, but there's no like his even months after this has happened, like his body is taking it in, it's processing it. So even if it might not like in his lifetime like produce full like perfect vision, anything is just a colossal step forward.
Yeah. Chipped himself and has
I remember
a device that actually
the robo eye
looks at frequency, and if you follow his story, years later he started to perceive color through the sound he was hearing. So you can plug and play in all kinds of ways. The brain is an amazing way of rewiring itself, and they just gave it new wetware that it already knows. So it's very likely his brain is going to figure out some way to use that new device, for lack of a better way to put it.
It's basically an organ transplant at that point. It is not being rejected, which is huge. The fact that it's connecting and seeing anything and having any response, and blood flow is one of the most important things. So like if you get your arm cut off or whatever, right? Or you get your thumb cut off. Say you just lose a finger, because this is the thing that happens to people all the time. You lose a finger, and you keep the finger on ice, and they reattach it. The thing that's the most important when they reattach it is to make sure that there is blood flow. If they can get blood flow going to it, you'll likely gain the majority of the use of your finger and its dexterity. Although it might be limited depending on how severe and
like if the nerve damage is so much, like you might not be able to move it like any more than 20%. But if he sees
hot and cold or stuff like that, there's all kinds of weird shit that can happen. Humans are neat.
Maybe at least, you know, y'all can learn something to help the next person. I mean, that's how you got to start it. You know, you got to start.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For now, MRI scans show confusing brain activity to be made sense of with more studies and more time. Surgeons say it could take several months to find out if Aaron James will regain his sight.
I hope he does, because this is this is real pioneer shit, you know. Anyway, now we go to the horrors of nature. Iceland has been currently going through a bit of an active period with its volcanoes, and this is outside of this is in a town right now that's dealing with it, and well, this is literally underneath their feet. Listen to this.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's the earth underneath the magma underneath the feet.
Mother Earth is a powerful son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And pissed off.
Fuck filming, I'd be shitting my pants and running for a new place to live.
City closest to the intense seismic sequence at the moment. Evacuation plans are ready. There's already fissures on the earth, like the earth's starting to crack.
I saw something for that.
Yeah, Landon was posting about this in his what was that again?
I saw the phrase earthquake swarms. It's like that. Those are two words I don't like together.
Yeah. It's seldom in a swarm is anything positive.
Especially when you put them near volcano. Like,
like
swarms, volcano.
I don't like any of these three words separately, and I like them even less together.
Add a little ground deformation, and we're having a party.
Well, that's gonna be part of it eventually.
Iceland is so unappealing at first glance to like life, and then like you go there, and it's a really low.
Apparently now too.
It just they take it really well too for the most part. They're like, yeah, you know, like, the earth wants to kill us, you know, like whatever, you know, it's fine. Have you tried our fish?
That's that Norse sort of like grim stoicism thing going on. Like, well, we're
descendants of Vikings,
right?
Yeah, it's very Viking.
And Irish. They didn't have enough women, so they raided here a lot. So there's a lot of interlacing family ties.
Can you blame them, though?
They like redheads. What can you say?
Sleep.
Gotta have the gingers.
Cancel Magma.
Okay, so I gotta say, does anyone know the story of this? The unedited footage of a bear, the infomercial from Adult Swim.
No.
So I was thinking of showing a sort of like a quick documentary on it, but I knew that it'd be probably easier if I just show it. So this, by the way, showed in what I forget what the actual year it came out in, but
bears aren't real. They're just people in suits.
True.
Yeah, not like birds. Birds are very smart.
Always nature that would definitely kill me that I want to hug.
Right.
If you're not supposed to protect the bear, why are those ears so adorable, untouchable?
Because it's so fluffy.
I love bears so much.
Because it's designed to attract you. Because that's not a bear. It's a person in a bear costume.
Oh, I never finished my bear meme for Krendar. I had one.
Sometimes being a mom is like having to be in two places at once.
I didn't know there was a meme being made for me.
From last week.
Raisin getting flashbacks?
With Claradrel.
Nope. Never seen this.
So you can get back to what matters most.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in that ad. She couldn't hear them because she was stuffed up. What was going on there?
Don't risk another minute. Use Claradrel and take life in your hands.
Claradril may not be right for everyone. Consult your doctor if symptoms persist.
This is still part of what was being filmed on Adult Swim this night, so.
As an adult and as a parent, you're allowed to set boundaries with your
pressure or neurological dysfunction.
You have to.
Call your doctor if you
experience. I mean, they might need your attention 24/7, but you can also tell them.
To me, this is all American ads. All American ads look like this.
Yeah,
Oh God!
I mean, if you tell your kids no, sometimes they're just going to require it all the time forever.
Permanent streak. Oh wow. Oh shit. This is getting.
Learn no sometimes.
This is getting dark.
Paranoia, loss of time. Where's death?
Okay.
This is not what I was expecting. This.
No, and it's not over yet.
Oh
Fuck's
shit.
sake.
Wait, why is the cop freaking out?
Why indeed?
Did she take nasal spray or a popper?
Right? The fuck?
This lady's on amyl
Just
nitrate.
Nasal meth spray rage?
It's still the ad. It's still the ad. Boop. Oh no.
I love her messy back seat.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
Did you leave her kids at the park?
I was gonna say, like, yeah, didn't she have? No, she just took the drug and left. After the bear.
Having her own little fear and loathing in the park.
Actually, here's a question. Did the kids ever actually exist, or was she hallucinating?
Before you reduce or stop
Dinosaur
saying.
is going to fly over her head.
This is backcountry.
She's staring at some caution tape? Like what?
I thought it was like
Yellow
a sweater.
A raincoat?
Yeah, or something.
Oh, it's hers.
You know?
It's hers.
Dun, dun, dun.
Shit.
This is getting so.
I like how she recognized her own
At the back of the house.
She recognized her own pullover so well that she was able to stop her car and pull over to
Yeah.
go look. Like, I wouldn't recognize my own pullover.
Pull over.
Cool Cat introducing the new character, Beaver.
Hold on. Is she an action Barbie now? What the fuck? Oh, she's a $6 million woman.
Fucking zombie film.
Trilogy of terror flashbacks.
Bitch.
Well, I have a feeling that like Final Girlie should be reviewing this for an SCP.
Yes.
And it's still got the ads down the bottom there for the case of symptoms.
This is why I don't leave my house anymore.
You know what this is really you guys have seen that one for 2 weeks.
Hold on, Krendar, you're getting very robotic right now. So
shit.
I have a suggestion for her. Instead of running away like this while she was down on the ground, run back around into your car.
She's running into herself. Like the first thing anyone, or at least guys, are gonna ask is, "Can I fuck it?" And the answer is maybe. Like her priorities are completely skewered right now. Okay, she's lost her kid. She's lost.
So if a version of yourself that looked like they were kind of beat up and dirty and were missing a cardigan showed up in front of you and started running at you like that, the first thing you're expecting yourself to do is start sucking your own dick?
Hi, I'm Low Energy Videos. Nice to meet you. Why do you think she wants her to come back? Woo!
How can she outrun herself? Wouldn't she be like matched? Wouldn't they be like permanently not able to catch up with one another?
It's a sweater. It's keeping her down.
Yeah, but if you really can't catch up, then you're winning as far as running away. Because you're not being caught.
Okay, so she beats herself to death.
That's some real self-loathing right there.
Right?
Those mom pants
I
are
feel
not
like I
giving
did
her.
this in my own head last month.
She really
Left that weak bitch on the street.
Damn.
That's right, take the car. Fuck that sweater.
She's gotta go home for her kids. Run her over.
Yes!
Hell
Yes!
yeah, run her over.
Yes!
Go.
Get it, get it!
Oh, yeah.
Black Hole's son better start playing right now. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? The suburbs, the greatest killer of women.
Shit. Oh, it's getting dark out now. She's been lying there all day.
Only surprised if a vampire showed up now. And the vampire was also her.
Nothing would surprise me at this point. This has been a drug trip.
They filmed this once without any foreshadowing.
Amyl nitrate in that nasal spray.
It's a bad
popper.
Yeah.
Honey, don't shoot me. I'm the real one. I have the cardigan.
I think that cardigan makes you look frumpy as shit.
She was dead from blood loss with all that fucking nonsense going on right
See
now.
our ads in Table and Chairs magazine.
Where is she crawling to?
The house. Even the house is menace to her. Oh, bollocks.
I'm liking this doppelganger more and more by the minute.
Bulldoze the community garden.
New mom bought us presents. We don't know what this is, but we're real excited. Just watch.
What the fuck? I like how she's moving.
She moves like a Power Rangers villain.
She moves like when the Terminator 2, when the T-1000 was pretending to be like the mom, you know?
How did the kids get home, Mr. Serious? Good question.
That's it, yeah!
Maybe they walked.
Cool mom got them.
Cool mom's breaking all the rules. And by the looks of it, other things too.
Don't use nasal spray, moms.
She's just drawing on glass with a dry erase marker.
Advise patients. Oh. What the fuck? Imagine you're doing like a fucking bowl at 3 in the morning waiting for Aquatine to start in this place. Cool beans!
Bad midlife crisis.
Yeah.
This is how most of my Wednesdays go.
Oh.
The final year of Gail Cord Schuler was wild.
He gave her nasal spray.
I can see Gail.
Yeah.
Who's Donna?
Guess
I
she's
don't
Donna?
think she's Donna. Because remember, she
Maybe?
was like, the phone rang and then Donna's name came up and like.
Who did she shoot in them chairs?
Donna calling herself.
What would her own name come up on as an incoming call on her own cell phone?
Ooh, maybe she was the one. Maybe she was involved in the murder from earlier with the meth head guy freaking out.
Yeah.
And now
that was not her first hit of nasal spray, man. Like that was like her third hit of nasal spray.
Yeah. That shit hits you fast.
Seizure warning.
Neat. I like bears. Bears are cool.
Man, Alan Wake 2 got weird.
Like
you bear.
Yeah. See, this is
that bears aren't real.
Right. This is actually what goes through a bear's mind at any given time. They're just the masters of chaos. We all think they're the masters of time because of Kronos, but they're actually the masters of chaos.
Oh, what if this whole thing was actually not the lady hallucinating because of her nasal spray? What if somebody gave her nasal spray to the bear, and this has all been the bear's hallucination?
This is my sermon. It just cuts to like a bear like hiding in the cave, like.
She reincarnated into the bear.
Oh. The bear's gonna tear down society now.
I have to
That
admit.
was fucking weird.
I'm saying that there's apparently a whole ARG that's connected to it. Like it's a whole series of like try to figure out.
Is
I wonder if it ties into the SCP universe. Could be.
I think the bear is Donna.
ARG just leads people into even more confusion. The answers only bring up more questions.
I don't know what's weirder, the fact that original this was weirder, or this, or the bear. All right. I've got like a lot of random like ambiguous links to click on. So let's just try this one. Buffalo cheesy food hack. Is this gonna be Cobes? It's Cobes.
Yeah.
YouTube. I wanted to do this with some boneless buffalo.
Hey, he's got
but they were out of the store.
Frank's
so
Red Hot.
He always has it. It's the one sauce he always goes to.
This is mixed roasted chicken, 8 counts.
Imagine if Donna blinks out of existence and comes back as Cobes. Unedited Cobes footage.
I want to see the bear watch Cobes.
The bear just gets up and just walks away.
I'm glad he's coming into this Tookie video pre 100% trashed. Because of course he is.
He does that more and more as of late now. I noticed he starts off already drunk. We snacking.
Like really drunk. Not even buzzed, but super drunk.
Oh, one of the last ones I saw, he basically like stumbles into the wall at one point.
Look at all that chicken.
Nice. Look at all this ready-to-eat chicken. Let's add a whole bunch of extra shit to it.
Pre-cooked. That's all we gotta do.
He substitutes human interaction with this, so.
Just put it on our plates.
That got disturbingly real for a second there.
This is my sermon! This is...
Is he really gonna do this one at a time?
And we're gonna fucking watch it.
Holy.
2 hands, buddy.
He needs the other one for, maybe he's holding his drink?
Mr. Serious brings up a good point. He's like, all you gotta do, and then he just never finished the thought.
He does that a lot.
I don't think he ever finishes thoughts.
Pre-cooked goodness.
He can't form an entire thought.
Buffalo sauce. This is my new favorite sauce at the moment.
New favorite? He's been using it for the past year.
The buffalo one?
I don't know about the buffalo one, but he just keeps using the same he just keeps using the same brand.
Oh, that's different. This is the new flavor.
Can you food hack pre-cooked chicken from the grocery store? I believe the answer is yes.
Well, yes, you can. Should you? No.
Buying a pre-made
food
meal
hacks,
is a
ding the notification bell.
Oh no, his idea of food hack is like
it is.
His idea of food hack is the equivalent of a white nationalist idea of what a white person is. It's very up to interpretation. Oh yeah, you need more. So it looks like a mountain range. Are these dragon bones?
Well, that would be delicious. That's a lot of fucking sauce.
More.
He
needs more diarrhea.
I like standard Frank's Red Hot. I've never tried their buffalo one though.
I've tried their standard too, and I think they have like an extra spicy one. I think I tried. I did shots of this for donos at one point.
Can I make
The buffalo chicken could be a lot tastier.
If you want to do this at home and you want to get your wings coated in sauce because you got them without sauce, because you pre-bought them, you want to add sauce to them, put them in like a bowl, like a mixing bowl of some sort, put your sauce in, and then shake them around in the bowl.
Yes, that is so good for a lot of different things too.
All the way around, and you can use like way less sauce. You don't have to drown them and to try to get the sauce on them. It's just like way more efficient.
That's how restaurants do it.
Yes.
Big metal bowl.
And don't forget that that makes a lot of sense. But you see, Cobes' taste buds don't exist anymore, so he just needs to drench everything at all times.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put like a bunch more liquidy stuff all over them, probably.
Oh, he's just started. We're only like. Wait, I thought this was 10
I use one of those. I use one of those big metal bowls at work when I'm making Caesar salads.
Do that kind of thing on my channel.
Okay, but instead of doing all this on a plate, do it in a bowl and toss it. It'll make it a lot easier for you.
Put it in an air fryer.
Gonna hit the top of that cheese.
Someone gave him a tripod for these very episodes. Maybe it could have even been Son or Jeff Holliday's brother-in-law, and he just doesn't use it.
You know, the deli was getting ready to close.
Too complicated for him.
So they didn't have a whole lot.
What kind of camera does he use?
A whole lot.
His phone.
From, and that's just alright.
Oh.
You know,
he can't afford anything better than that.
Oh, he could if he didn't piss it away.
Some phones are better than what's on your computer, so.
That's my point. He does piss it away though, with his 50 pizzas.
He is so. Oh no, it's booze with him. Like he will go into $400 debt, sit down, and 8 hours later have his money back up to normal, and then go and piss it away again. He's got an overdraft of like $500. So
yeah, he does do that, but you remember he also does insanely fancy pizzas that are like $80 pizzas or something.
He actually hasn't done that in a while. He's been getting into bogritos more and more, and his mead. Ugh. His fucking mead.
Doritos, dare I ask?
Oh, you have been out of the loop. I forgot how long we took a break for.
Get there with a light coating of cheese on the top.
A light coating.
So you're not going to explain Bogritos then?
No.
Cheese on their hot wings. What the fuck is cheese on your hot wings?
We'll get to it.
He puts cheese on everything.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
I knew it was gonna happen, but it's disgusting.
All right, what about the crushed up Doritos?
Tasty, cheesy buffalo
Yeah, let's see.
now.
Depends on what you're putting them on.
There's a way you could do this meal and make it very good.
He does a lot of, in theory, okay and even good meals that then he fucking just destroys.
Honestly,
usually because it's all just one in big pot so far.
Honestly, everything he makes could be fixed into something good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
But
if
he
you
never
took,
does
like,
the good version.
if you did chicken breast and you butterflied and then you put like slices of American cheese on the inside, and then coated them, coated it in hot sauce, and then tossed it in crushed up Doritos for breadcrumbs, you could have a pretty good like I'm really drunk and need to eat some food.
Yeah. I think if you know actual Jake, I think he did years ago. He did an actual meal that Cobes made, but like an adult. So for one thing, Cobes does everything. Ben's pointing this out. Jeff's pointing this out. I've pointing this out. All his meals are just one plate, one giant mushed up serving of everything, when he could have a collection of small plates of all the different ingredients that he could have like as almost like a sort of sampling tray. But instead he just mushes it all up together because he thinks it makes it better. And like it obviously doesn't.
I mean, it's gonna get mushed together in your stomach anyway, so why not?
Yeah.
He likes to do that thing.
Oh,
he does that.
Congealed.
Shut up.
Coagulate.
Remember he just had just melted cheese with nothing else?
Yeah. I think he tried to make a cheese soup once that was just melted cheese.
That's not soup, buddy.
Oh, it was so gross. He took canned soup and added a bunch of liquidy stuff and sauce and cheese and.
Okay, that's.
And I said something that needs to do it. It was good soup. Blech.
He can't even lie about his mead anymore. He made what he called his Cookie Monster mead, which, by the way, just looks like cum now. It just looks like cum. And when he drank it, he's like, it's an acquired taste. Even he can't. Even he can't lie anymore.
He should have just opened everything before he did this.
Oh, we got to do a should episode of what Cobes should and shouldn't do, because we'd be here all day. The should episode we can do, but we need some prep work for that. Much like Cobes. It looks like it.
Go ahead and bang it on the counter that your phone's on so your footage shakes. That's a good idea.
I'm judging right now.
Oh,
I shouldn't be, but I'm totally judging right now.
You're getting harsher. I'm rubbing off on you. You're getting harsher on him as the years go on.
Raisin,
I'm done with everything that annoys me, and I'm done not saying shit about it. So welcome to the new year, baby. I start that shit in fall.
First of all, Raisin, good for you. Second of all, it's impossible for a human being to watch Cobes and not judge. It's physically impossible.
Real bacon bits. It looks like a fried steak before it's been fried. Like you wouldn't know it's individual pieces.
Bacon.
That looks like a forest scape from the top of a hill when you're looking down at it. Those are.
I hope that bacon is not real bacon, because if it was, it needs to be in a fridge.
Look at him. And he's not even evening it out. He's just clumping it.
Stir it, probably. He'll just...
Uh-huh.
Make sure every piece gets a little
Poor
bit.
Chesh is trying to eat.
You know what you could
Decent,
do?
civilized food.
He could do a lot of things, but let's hear it.
You know what you could do? Okay. So there's another way to make this again. So I've done something similar to this for stuffed mushroom caps, but what you could do is take your bacon crumble, so whatever bacon bit you're using, take your dressing or your sauce, whatever sauce you want, take your cheese, melt your cheese, and mix it together with like fold it like you would like a batter basically, and turn it into like a mix. Then you can dip your chicken in it, or you can use it as a dip for your chicken bites, or you could put it on the inside. So you cut you take your chicken breast and you cut a hole in the center, and then you can stuff the chicken breast that way. Now, if you don't want to have the bacon bits on the inside, what you do is you make your cheese mixture, you put it into the chicken, and then you take the chicken and you take bacon slices and you wrap it, and then you cook it in the oven that way. But the thing is like, this is not like a bad combination of food. It's the process of how you've decided to combine
your
them.
hot wings, and then put all the rest of this shit on some French fries or something. Waffle fries to scoop that, you know.
Good.
Here you go. Have you considered, Chesh? You have great ideas, but have you considered you just taking a plate and just throwing everything on the plate?
Oh, you know, Chesh, if he heard what you said there, no matter how you'd phrase it, he'd be like, "Why didn't you just say my food was shit?" You know, like
It
he
is
would
not. It's better. I like it this
Your food
way.
is shit because the way what you're doing to it makes it shit.
Right? That's you're trying to bring logic to Cobes, though. He would not comprehend it. Actually, he would deny it. He would willfully deny it.
I'll be very clear. Your ingredients aren't the problem. You are.
Oh my God, I'm the problem. It's me. You're all just haters and jealous of my success.
Oh, like that.
Billy, who puts this much effort into drunk cooking?
Those bacon bits were full when he started, right? He put the whole thing on there.
And he tried to even it out. He tried to look like he's evening it out with like a little toss here and there, and the tosses just kept on coming.
In the microwave.
Microwave, of course.
Long enough to melt the cheese on top of the bacon bits and the buffalo sauce.
The cheese is not on the bacon bits. The cheese is buried under a mountain of bacon bits.
I love how he moves away from the oven to go to his true love, the microwave.
Don't diss on microwaves. And people like to make fun of microwaves. You can make good food in a microwave.
Yes, but Cobes can't. Cobes can't make good food in the microwave. We could with a little bit of effort.
Lev, let's be fair. The last time we saw him actually use his stovetop for something, he almost set his house on fire. So.
Yeah, that was great.
I can see the burn marks on the wall.
Oh, chicken's cooking up.
Our chicken's cooking up.
Food hacking it. We're gonna add
food hack.
Food fun here.
What's that now?
Kratom pills from the.
Oh my God! He's adding kratom to it. Pitmonk gets. Oh, God, enters some Pitmonk jokes here.
You know that when he gets constipated after eating that food, he's going to regret his life decisions.
Oh, as if that's the first time that's ever happened to him. He wouldn't even know what to do with the information given. You know,
here's what's going to happen. He's going to regret his food decisions, and then he's going to do it again tomorrow.
Right?
Every time I've seen one of these,
he's going to hurt so...
Every time I see one of these, he's making the same thing. With, like, the slightest variation of how he puts it together. So, has anybody noticed he's just making loaded nachos?
Yep.
Without
on chicken.
On chicken wings.
Right?
Yeah.
You could put fries under there, chips under there, just
No,
anything.
hardcore. Well, not hardcore, but drugs would be equal. That's the same thing,
I was
right?
thinking the same thing, Winter.
He's also missing one very key ingredient: onions.
I was gonna say love.
You're gonna say key ingredient.
Yeah, which one does he have? The white? Yeah, it looks like
I don't know, but I thought for a second there Chesh was going to say that the missing important ingredient here was dousing it with some nasal spray at the end.
You just see like for the rest of the video, Cobes, it just slowly pans closer into his face as he's sitting on his chair. And then for one frame, he just becomes the bear with his hat on.
Maybe. Okay, first of all, I really want to see that somebody Photoshop that. Secondly, maybe that whole bear video was actually just the balls that he's going to be tripping after he eats this.
Oh!
When we see the bear, though, can we cut to G-Man screaming about the bear? Just focus it all together.
What's the bear thing with him?
The bear behind him? Oh, it's green. Alright, there you go. There's your answer, Winter.
It's vegan. Cobes is really trying to help live a healthier lifestyle.
As opposed to those non-vegan herbs.
I just love the first thing he thinks to do with some fucking kratom is put them on wings. He's more creative than me, I'll give him that.
The wings
put it on the
rapidly. The wings are rapidly becoming the least prevalent part of this meal.
It's in a fucking capsule because it tastes like alfalfa. Why would you put that shit? There's your vegetables, Chesh. He's taking.
Put your own spin on it, like maybe add different flavors to it.
Kratom vegetables.
That's a great way of getting your kids to eat their veggies. Just coat them in drugs.
Change the flavors, plural. You've got one flavor. You have one flavor in this, and it's hot sauce, because that hot sauce is going to overpower.
Yeah, that's the only thing he'll taste. And that's the point, because he's fucked his mouth up so much over the years with all the alcohol and the smoking and God knows what else he's been eating, that he can only taste the most extreme flavors now.
Yeah, he needs all of this just to taste anything. He's basically a Slaneshi.
I was thinking that! Like...
That's sad, but also, has he considered just blending the nutrients that he needs to intake then, and then just putting hot sauce in the blended drink, and then
I was gonna say, yeah, just make a smoothie.
You can go a step further, and if you want to enable his drinking habits, you could put vodka in it.
Right?
Kratom.
Son said that he doesn't eat except for these sort of videos. So there might be days he's a hardcore alcoholic. Like we all know it, but like that is a genuine concerned sign of a hardcore alcohol. He might go days without eating, or eating only the leftovers of horrible meals that he makes like this. So
yeah, that's crazy.
That's it, dude. Well, is he not going to grind it up? Come on, grind it up.
It's in a pill. It's in a pill.
I know, but if you're going to do this, man, just go the full meme. Just go the full meme.
Hold on a second. I have a new, very important question. I'm noticing the top 1/3 of the thumbnail of the first suggested video. Is that
Shu? Yep, he responds to Shu. Yep.
Whoa.
Cobra responding to her, not the
To
other
her? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I don't think she knows he exists, and that's probably better
She
for her.
probably does know he exists, and she probably just go, ew, and just get on with her day.
She just refuses to give him 5 seconds of her time, yeah.
A little bit more longer.
Little bit more longer. He uploaded this in its entirety.
Give her another 2 minutes or so.
So the title says reacts to legit sickos. Does he think that Chuan Head is a sicko?
No. It reacts to someone that Shu's talking about, and then it's like, oh, this is real. He thinks Darman stories are real. He reacts to Darman stories.
I don't know what Darman is.
That's for next week.
He already put that in the microwave, right?
Yeah.
And now he's putting it in for another 2 minutes. How long does he think that it takes shredded bag cheese to melt?
Whenever he...
It is shaken in sawdust, so it takes a little while.
The heat can't get to the cheese and all the bacon bits.
Cobra, live on your screen. The director's artistic
just
vision.
Get a cheese shredder and a black because when
This
you
guy's
buy
making
shredded
Daddy
black,
Derek
that
look
is legit
good.
Tossed in sawdust.
I want to see...
Comes over to talk to the phone while the
He
microwave's
just farted on the screen. He just farted on his camera.
It's finger licking good.
Ugh.
Did you
He is gonna lick. He always licks his fingers, and it.
He just sharded himself on screen, and while
I want to see a movie that is about King Cobra, made by Tommy Wiseau.
played by him would be amazing.
Yeah, obviously.
You're all fuck the sickos, haha.
24 seconds, YouTube.
But it would be like fascinating.
All my trolls hate me. I fed up with this world.
I think 4 minutes will be perfect.
It's like rogue bacon bits all over his counter.
Oh, the why do you think bugs were crawling over that bogrito he made that one time?
Bogrito.
4 seconds.
That thing that he like wrapped and toothpicked the fuck out of.
I remember that.
Okay. Go into that chicken, put all of that on, that's on the plate, and put it on tortilla and wrap that into a big ass burrito.
With all with the chicken bones still.
I'm
in there.
literally starving right now, and I'm not hungry looking at that.
Oh, look at that sexy fucking chicken right there. Cheesy bacon bits.
I can.
It looks like pizza, but
yeah,
not
it
good.
looks. That looks like the first pizza you'd have made when you were trying out to make the pizza.
What do you think, YouTube?
No, mine was still better than this.
Bacon.
The poor dead animals.
They died for nothing. They died for less than nothing. Their bodies have been desecrated.
I'd eat it.
Oh, you'd eat it, would you?
I hope so.
I've legit got to do like a hand, like get my phone out, put it on this little thing, turn the camera on, and do this, but like take Kobe's meals and make them like actual food.
There's already a channel out that tries to do it.
And have a seat if you dare. Yeah, this chicken looking pretty sexy, YouTube.
Yeah, it's top maggots.
Like I said, the store deli was closing and they didn't have a whole lot of options.
He hates having
this food hack.
Like he has to always repeat himself.
Buffalo wings, but they were out, so I made do with what we got.
You still could have made that better. You could have made it so better. And you still didn't crush your kratom on top of it. You made me sad.
A leg. Oh, that's hot.
I'm glad he didn't do that.
Oh,
All that bacon, and you're not even gonna get one with bacon on it.
Right?
Sorry.
You're right, though. Just a quick picture, Lev. Quick picture in chat. Share. You want to see a pizza I made?
Yeah, actually. Let's see this.
Let's show people a pizza I made.
Ooh, I like the crust.
Now you're gonna make him hungry. Oh.
The crust
That's
is nice.
I made.
If you want to make like something easy but very, very good that feels like way more complicated than it is, finally chop up mushrooms and garlic and a little bit of chives, mix it together with cream cheese, and you got yourself like you can make it into a dip if you want that to be a dip.
That sounds
you can
good.
Put it inside some chicken. You can put it on stuffed mushroom. You can put it on mushroom caps if you want. And you can do a ton of stuff.
Wet, YouTube.
Nice.
If you want to be spicy, toss in a little bit of sriracha, and you're off to the races.
Making my own buffalo chicken.
Now, will this be the greatest food ever, or will it just be pretty damn good? What do you think he'll say? Because he always loves his food.
Oh no, in his mind, okay.
Yeah, of course.
That buffalo sauce, some of them bacon bits. Put some of them bacon bits on there.
There, see, he listened to you there, Raisin.
Bits on there, yes sir.
Half a pig right there, just ground down.
The bacon bits.
There's no pig in that.
Imitation
no,
pig.
There's definitely.
It's
completely synthetic. Yeah.
It's just scoop stuff from the cyberpunk setting.
I feel like that might be the most solid food I've ever seen him eat.
I saw him eat a vegetable once and he hated it.
Oh, was that the time he ate like a not properly ripened peach and it was like really crunchy?
Yeah.
Ew. the most civilized he's ever eaten.
Yeah, his lips aren't turning into codfish mode right now.
He's not sucked his fingers at all.
He will later.
Dance.
Okay.
He's
You
eating
got
like a
whole plate there,
gentleman.
Bubba, chill. Yeah, but he's got a little ham
throw the
considering he's got a
ball.
whole plate there. You don't have to like
there's
eat the
food
cartilage, dude. Put it down.
I'm grabbing another piece of that.
At least that we
Cash
know
it
there's
out.
one thing in this meal that's good and has been made
throw that bone
properly,
away
and
and grab
it's
myself
chicken.
another
Yeah,
one,
because
you
someone else made it.
Until he microwaved the shit.
Yeah, but at least it's still
Overall,
chicken. It's
YouTube,
still made and it's still
not how I was
seasoned, right? So the
planning to
chicken
make
is
it.
the, like.
But
That's like
Chicken's probably the best meal because somebody else cooked it.
Stupid
Right,
hot.
exactly. If he made the chicken,
Super
I would
hot.
bet he'd take a bite of it and be like fucking pink
Yes,
inside.
freshly cooked.
Oh, they would be like parasites in it and shit, and he'd be like, "This is good stuff." Liver King would
Overall,
approve.
YouTube, I gotta say that
There's
that's
extra protein from all these
Was that
bugs.
the guy, the big guy who was
Raw meat.
the cooking videos from his kitchen that were really bad?
Yeah, the raw meat, and he would also make the like put it in like steroid powder and shit like that, and say that this is how you live like natural life, and then it turns out that he was like,
oh no, that's a different guy. That like there was somebody we watched months and months ago who was like
the French
two
Canadian
different
guy.
methods of cooking, and it was like here's like 2 different bags of chicken that he cooked or whatever, and he poked one of them and there was blood coming out of it still. Then he poked the other one and it was cooked better, and he ate that one using the fork that had the blood from the other one still on it.
I do vaguely recall what you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I couldn't
remember
quite pin
his name.
Yeah,
He was bad though.
I love how Cubs puts his whole hand in front of the camera so we can't see him.
Yeah, that's actually the most merciful thing he's done.
Did you notice the part that he like down on an apple he was enjoying was the part that didn't have all of shit on it? Like, look at him. That's after the with all of the shit on it. He's enjoying the other half of the chicken.
He just can't conflate the two, that he is bad cook, other people good cook, yes.
Yeah.
Other people good cook, yes.
Other people good cook, yes. Go to eat food, other people not cook food.
I want that on a shirt. Other people good cook good food, yes. It needs to be on a mug. It needs to be on like a mixing bowl. It needs to be on like the side of like a measuring cup.
Cheesy,
Yes.
spicy, greasy.
Really? Greasy. I wouldn't have guessed that one.
If I could recommend something that everybody should do, it is
picking them
go
bones
work
clean, YouTube.
not a fast food place. Go work in a kitchen in a restaurant. Just doesn't
I
have
wanna
to be
do a
long.
food hack for
Forever, don't
YouTube.
have
I'll
to
be
love
eating
it.
this
You
for
will learn some very important things there.
Not just about food, but about working in general, teamwork, and even occasionally love.
Yeah, go work in a kitchen for.
Oh, and slurs. So many slurs.
As somebody who works in a restaurant, can confirm. Yes.
And if you're lazy like me, just watch The Bear. Just go and watch The Bear. It's a great. That's
I
a
just
great.
had a great idea for a new crossover. We need to get Cobes to try to make B. Dylan Hollis's baking recipes.
Oh! That would be so. He'd set things on fire. That would be glorious.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, I've got some in the title. I also mentioned some rap, and I need to find where that is. It should be a YouTube link. I saw it here earlier. Here it is. They showed this on DP. All I can say is prep your ears for something.
See?
Sorry, what?
Are you gonna abuse us with bad music?
Well, I just abused you with bad
cute
feud,
shoes.
so.
I've never heard of
I like the shoes.
This reminds me of my friend's name for, you know those waters you get that have fruit flavors in them?
Oh, yeah.
She calls it woos because it's not quite water and it's not quite juice.
Well, here we go.
These niggas won't hold me back.
Great.
Can't cut these niggas no slack. These niggas wanna pull me down. I can't let these niggas
refused.
bitch, pump fear in my heart. When I want you to the trunk, you better go to the car. Woosah, I gotta ease my nerves.
I think that woman is kind of summing me up right now.
I like how she just throws in wusa as a word that just doesn't mean anything.
For some reason, I'm like more shocked that like she doesn't blurp out the word wusa rather than the N-word that she can't use spurs every few seconds.
Roll this lady here.
It's not actually who's singing though, right?
It doesn't sound like it.
The voice doesn't match that girl.
I think it is actually, in all fairness. Well, let's have a...
Just ain't go on a wall.
Some people just have a voice that doesn't match them at all.
Sometimes.
Oh, I remember. No, this is a whole bit because it isn't the only thing. There's another song. Look at the title of that.
Hold on. Go back. Go back to the main channel page for a second.
Okay.
Where did you even find this person?
Why?
Shabisky.
Is her? Why does her profile picture there look way darker than she actually is? Has she been in the tanning booth that day?
Lighting can like mess with a lot of stuff. It's also likely that it's also likely she's using a filter there.
Am I the only one who's seeing what's on screen right now?
Whoa! What the fuck was that?
Did you just eat your microphone, Lev?
A little, because none of you seem.
Stop! Please back away from your microphone. It hurts my ears.
Okay, how about?
Like Holmes was treating his
There we go. Christ.
So, am I the only one who can see this right now? Like this woman on screen with that particular word above it.
Yes.
Because it took you long enough to like be like, oh well, she was saying the N-word constantly, but whatever. Can we focus on her face? She's been slurring this entire time.
You've been trying to ignore that.
I do not claim to recognize people's lives nor their ethnicity by their skin tone. Some people look like they have no like. I mean, Dave Chappelle, for example. Dave Chappelle's mom is like he's mocha, but you never know by just looking at him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know where she's from or what she does or what her upbringing was like. Maybe this is like legit for her.
Maybe, but I mean.
What were you thinking? One thing's the truth. If a brother hates his roots, he'll hate the fruit. And yes, Eve ate the fruit, but she ain't made that dude taste the truth. Some of y'all ain't got no accountability. And you brothers wanna be down, y'all gotta be kidding me. Some of y'all still getting raped by the white man. Perpetrator with a picture, he be breaking y'all in. And he made you over with the stain for your own kin. Keep heading down that road, man, he ain't gonna have no friends.
She looks like she should be living in Rotterdam.
Don't entice me. Yeah, I know where it grows, but I don't like it. Cause I ain't no damn clone trigger. How about you, trigger? You gonna make the move with us? I hear a corner coming.
Do you remember that German woman who thought that she was transracial?
Did she just?
That's what I've been thinking of this whole time.
Yeah.
So I've never heard anybody call a person a trigger before.
So did she just say that any black person who thinks that there is racial inequality that benefits white people is a traitor to the rest of black people?
Ow. That's mind-boggling.
Is that what I just understood from the lyric?
Let's hear it again.
Possibly.
Do we
have to?
Some of y'all still getting raped by the white man. Perpetrator with a hatred, he be breaking y'all in. And he made you over with the stain for your own kin. Keep heading down that road, man, he ain't gonna have no friends. Yeah, I know where it goes, but it don't entice me. Yeah, I know where it grows, but I don't like it. Cause I ain't no damn clone trigger. How about you, trigger? You gonna make the move with us?
Well, I guess we're percent.
I hear a corner coming.
What the hell does trigger mean?
Take off like Kunta running.
There's so much about this. I thought maybe this was almost like a troll, she was playing a bit, but this seems too legit, too like put together to be like.
I feel like she means this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like one in the chamber, creative dog food podcast.
What? Hold on, mouse away from it for a second. What's the timer on that video?
It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes? That's a short-ass podcast. Holy shit.
Let's just hear how she speaks, because we'll skip her on ahead, right? And
so after hip hop, what do you?
There's no light.
I got a question for you, and
What's
hold on. Can I ask just one question? One question.
I'm gonna be here all night.
What are you going to do? Like, so after
that is her voice.
What are you going to transition to, like acting or something like that?
I'm not an actress.
You're definitely acting.
we should get her on the show.
Okay.
What up?
I want to hear where the logic is in
I
all
like
this.
you. You're nice. You're so sweet.
She came here with a script in her head and a whole glam team and whatnot.
I hate her shoes.
All right, let me ask a question.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Go ahead, because y'all.
Right.
Oh God.
Let me ask you this.
All right. Okay.
Why do you feel the need to shed light on black subjects? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna hear you.
It's
out.
all legit.
All of them. Food.
Do you think that, whatever it is that you have to offer the culture, we can't offer ourselves?
No, definitely not. Not at all. I'm just a storyteller. I'm trying to tell my story. I'm trying to tell the story of Jalea Hollis, where she's from, what she does.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento, actually. Thank you.
She is from Cali. I fucking knew it.
Okay. There's
a lot to unpack. I know. I know.
What I just.
That's why I needed to share her.
She literally just described that what she's doing. She doesn't care about the culture. She doesn't care about the music. She's just cultural. This is cultural appropriation as a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
This is cultural appropriation, Barbie.
This is everything that the extreme like left people who are like screaming at like a white woman wearing like a Chinese outfit when no Chinese person gives a shit about it, but a bunch of like 15-year-olds listening to like fucking I don't fucking know, the Surfs or something, are like, no, you can't do that. That's cultural appropriation. This is legit appropriation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between appreciation and appropriation, right?
Right.
She doesn't care and is not interested in what she's doing and how it affects the culture that she's taking from. She doesn't even care about the culture. It's all about her and what she wants and how she wants to tell her story that may or may not be real, but she wants to utilize a culture that she's not part of to tell that story while completely disrespecting it and disregarding it and treating those people who are from that country for questioning her for doing that and asking her what her motivation is as if they're lesser than she is and as if they're attacking her.
I'm not going to say too much about that one particular clip because I didn't watch the whole 10-minute long thing. But I mean, we just heard her outright state that like, "Hi, I'm not from this culture, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna make songs with titles like this."
Send me that video. I'll look at it on Tuesday. Send me that shit. I'll watch the whole thing.
Jalea Hollis.
And that's not the thing is that also the part of the song that we listened to wasn't talking about her and her experience and where she came from. It's shitting on black people.
Yeah.
Also, this podcast is false advertising. I didn't hear a single dog food recipe.
Well, we only listened to a few seconds of it, but yeah, absolutely. I'm getting a little bit concerned. Where's the dog food?
Anyways, I'm trying to tell her story, and I don't.
It's on Coves' plate. Heyo.
A dog wouldn't eat that.
Cat food.
No. Don't feed your
Get
dog.
it right.
Don't feed your dog hot sauce, please.
Honestly, like every label wants to try and sign me. I mean, how many black female
Every
artists?
label wants to sign you. No, I don't think they do.
On the platform. And
Extra
they're
dope.
just not. And I drop one.
I love her jacket. I love her jacket.
Anyways, I am still speaking. Please don't interrupt me. It's very rude.
All right, maybe we shouldn't have her on because
the way they're smiling makes me wonder if they're trying to get her to admit that she's putting on a shock act. Especially, and that's why I looked it up. I'm like, how did she even get noticed for this? Because if you look at her like subscribers and view count, I'm like, why?
I am guessing
I saw
it has to do
this,
with
and I'm
this.
like, oh yeah, that's what I found.
She's a
When I was
cow, and they're treating her like one.
Fun diggity.
Loved us this much until we actually started.
If you remember, that's how.
See?
That, why am I blanking on her name right now? Doja Cat made her career like that. Blasting out with wild shit on the internet and then went a normal direction. She got the publicity though.
Oh, here it is.
By dressing like a cow and shoving french fries up her nose on the internet. So
Yeah, no, the sensationalizing yourself to sell yourself on the internet is just a tried and true method because the news the news wants sensation. So you do something sensational that they can take and throw out there, and boom, free advertising.
So I'm guessing this is her on the airline, or?
Yep. She just apparently.
What? That's not her.
On the plane.
Yeah, this is a different lady.
Okay. And it's a mixtape of July.
Oh, okay. I was on a train once that someone in the subway in New York, and this young kid came in and started singing.
Why do Americans do so much weird shit on airplanes?
Well, you have a captive audience.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems to always be wrong with Americans. Like I've never encountered that on a plane here in Canada. And I take planes a lot. I've been on planes like dozens of times.
What does throwing bows mean?
Elbows.
Okay, but what does it mean to throw bows? You said I came in here
It
throwing bows.
means digging through dirt, you know, working my ass off. I don't understand what she wants from me.
A little bit
I'm
of.
honestly just gonna block this chick out from that one because I don't even know what she's saying.
Like they're stupid, like they're ignorant, like they're attacking her, like their questions are not legitimate or fair questions, and she's looking at the man as if he's going to agree with her and save her ass.
I've known so many women to do this particular thing. Not exactly like the race angle thing, but like the sort of thing where like the woman.
Angle, but there's a sexist
I
angle.
mean, look at the way he's looking at her. I think he will do it.
No, he's like
thank you.
her
And to be honest, I like it because you're just being you. So we're not going to worry about the haters.
No.
Because, I mean,
You're getting rich off of antagonizing white people?
That's a very correct Dad's thing, she said. Although getting rich. For starters, she couldn't be getting rich. She's only got like
the two of them just placated her, like relaxed her, got her like to chill out, and then this lady just comes in with a fucking grenade to the face. That's why the other girl responded. Like, are you serious?
Ooh, this part's called white people.
Teamwork, Jackie. Quick, you two hold her down while I get the grenade ready.
I don't blame him. It's okay.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
ooh, please save us.
Condescending.
Why don't you direct all this energy towards white people?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Sounds
like
good
that.
to me.
I like that.
You're not gonna follow that up?
Yeah, right here.
In what way?
Oh God, the pump.
Y'all hitting her with kid gloves. Y'all, I feel, all right, y'all trying to
literally crazy.
Y'all, okay, I see what y'all doing.
Are they punking her?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, like, they must know this girl. Because
you're getting rich off of
some of this shit is fighting time.
Excuse her. She's got to be like that. She
No.
thinks she has to think like that.
Yeah,
so.
I get it. It's okay.
It's always that one. I mean, it's
always.
They
Anyways, I'm
must
not
know.
getting
They must know.
All right.
her.
I want Rob Chesh of like hot takes. We'll move on, but this is so fucking yeah. I've got tons of stuff to look at. Here, say this to
background. I'm not a fan of the lights on the left, but I like their screen, like their changing screen that they put up in the background. That gives it a nice dynamic. I like that.
I think that
Nice way
lamp
to
could
put the
work,
lighting in.
like could work proper in like a normal ass living room. That's not this like bright set.
Streaming, yeah, it's a problem
Yeah.
for the composition of what we're looking at from a display standpoint or production standpoint, but from like a room,
It's too bright on the camera.
Yeah,
What the
it takes away from the coolness of the lighting behind the screen. What the?
I can tell you exactly. I can tell you exactly what this hairstyle is called. It's called the kappa.
I was thinking the Kappa, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
You're gonna be driving us a
Amazing.
bus to our new home or something.
It looks like a suckerfish, like an algae eater is stuck on his bald spot. Is this a healing technique?
It's a something.
Chase away the bad thoughts.
I hate it and love it at the same time.
South Korea. Man crushed to piss off. A robot mistook him for a box. See, they're starting to gain sentience.
Okay, I have a big problem with the subheading line. The man was reportedly inspecting the machine arm when the accident happened. Why wasn't the machine off?
Yep. Man's being crushed to death by robot mistook him for...
Tag out. If you are working with machinery, you turn it the fuck off.
Hey, look, Lev, you can get some over 50 singles in Dublin.
Yay! Wait a minute. I'm not in Dublin. I'm in Leitrim. Bollocks.
It's worth the trip.
I'll zip myself back up, I guess.
Come on. It's worth the trip for some hot cougars, isn't it?
Site and police sources reported mechanical arm pushed a man's upper body into conveyor belt. Jesus! Site and police sources?
She's Irish. She's not a redhead.
True. Maybe she's on holiday. Maybe if she's American, maybe I have a chance. Back to this horrible way to die. It's reported that mechanical arm pushed this man's upper body into the conveyor belt and crushed his face and chest.
Oh.
Yeah. Was lifting boxes of bell peppers when amid this event misidentified the man.
You're dangerous.
Called for precise and safe. Yeah. Suffered serious injuries with trapper robot working on vehicle parts. Yeah, they're gonna kill you because they don't care because they don't have any brains. They've got commands that they follow through and yeah.
They don't know you're not a box.
Nope. Or do they?
They should know not to crush the box though.
Well, no, it was just it wouldn't have crushed the box. It's just crushing the man by trying to putting him where the box is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's too big.
Oh my god.
That is not a dog. That's the sound of a chicken being strangled.
that dog is too much hanging out with goats.
Pugs are not really dogs anymore. They've just been so like genetically fucked by people that they barely function. They should be breeding pugs like this should probably be illegal.
It should be.
They need to be crossbred with something to help fix their everything.
Yeah, they're not. If we were to vanish tomorrow, they'd be one of the first species of dogs to kind of like just die off. How about just I know something that we haven't seen today as we move on into the final parts of the evening. Daily Dose. The dog that's allergic to itself.
This is your daily dose of internet. Anakin's dog is allergic to itself.
Aw.
Oh no.
Aw.
Hey, Kelly.
Bump. Bump. Bump.
Damn.
Are you okay?
Would you let the dog smell?
He was trying to force his.
Look how tired and wrecked it looks too.
Aww.
Look at that! That dog
It is allergic to something.
Aww.
Oh, it can't.
And the poopy eyes.
He was trying to force his cat to love him.
No.
That does not work.
It's not that
Well,
serious.
don't do that.
You're in trouble, guy. Just smooth.
Someone slammed on their brakes, and their friend's face hit the back of the seat.
It looks like it should be a fucking decal at like the side of a building.
Nice.
It's graffiti.
Yeah.
It's
Mural to make to beautify the hood a bit, you know.
Now she's taking.
This squirrel looks chubby enough to hibernate for 2 winters straight.
That's a chonker one.
Fat, giant, morbidly obese squirrel. What are you doing?
Ooh, look at that strut. Whoop, 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 whoa, whoop, whoa, whoop, whoa.
This lady was kind enough to give her local garbage man a gift, but he thought she was giving him trash.
Oh no! Oh!
It is now.
Why did they laugh?
Oh, it's okay. It's not. We got it.
Oh, good, he saved it.
Oh.
Have you ever gotten this mad while playing a video game?
Oh, Darkside Phil? Not Darkside Phil. Wings. Wings did this.
Wings.
No, you don't understand. They threw it twice.
How did they both make?
What do you mean?
Put it back. Put it back.
Let me guess.
See the TV again. little bit back further. Look at that. Right there.
Yeah, that was a bang
Oh
bang.
shit! Yeah.
They whack that.
Yep.
I'd be thinking more about like A, this is a good TV that you just fucked up, and B, that's some severe anger management issues you need to think about, man.
Those controllers aren't cheap either.
Nope.
Not as expensive as the TV, but still.
The controller's probably
How did they
fine.
both manage to trip over this package?
Aw.
All right? You didn't see that there, did you?
Someone made a wrong turn and ended up driving on a pedestrian walkway.
She saved the baby. Crap.
How did you manage this? Oh shit!
So this
It
one
would have when the snake tries to run on a silky smooth bed cover.
Aww.
Wait, is that...
I'm really not sure how I feel.
Well, that's real.
Yeah.
The way that snakes move is they have to have like a specific amount of friction, and so on a silk cover or the right kind of bedding, they don't have the friction. There's nothing for their bodies to push. And
That
rip
snake
off
must
of,
be
so
having
they
like a
just
panic
fly.
attack
The
right
snakes
now.
that I have owned, I have missed an opportunity. When I next
you
own a
did.
reptile, I will not miss this opportunity.
About this.
I'm sorry, future snake.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect.
This child is only 2 years old.
Cobes!
That was
And
acceptable.
is better at solving math problems than most people watching this video.
He's not showing his work.
Yep.
Good job.
Can't draw a 9 for
Inside,
shit.
well.
What an idiot. He can't draw a 9.
So here's the problem with stuff like this.
What a
when it comes to
baby.
memorization doesn't mean you learned it.
Mm-hmm. You just remembered to go through the steps.
I mean, it's still good. It's still it's still a good exercise. It's not. It's still impressive, but it doesn't mean you could throw a math problem in front of that kid and they'd be able to figure it out just because they know
Hot
their
dogs that
times table.
explode when you break them. That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed. And I'll see.
Do you remember that brief period of like proto TikTok where like people would eat those?
So we just think that.
Yeah. Like fucking Egypts. Yeah, they'd take a bite out of it on a dare and be like, bleh. It would just all explode in their mouths.
The internet has ruined the future.
The other day, at one point,
What was that?
there was a picture of a dog that tried eating one of those things. The dog was just like, bleh.
Okay, soy sauce rice for our non-sausage, but what about our actual sausage?
Look, he's doing the Cobes recipe.
What, the granola? Oh, the KFC. Yeah.
Soy sauce boiled rice. I bet you that's gonna be way too fucking salty, but I gotta find out.
Yeah. Oh, open link in new tab. I have no
Unless
idea
the
why.
boiling somehow neutralizes the salt flavor, but I doubt it. This is gonna be nasty.
It comes directly from the Reddit community. Those guys are wild. They know.
Oh, there's your first problem.
Wah, he's measuring by volume and not weight. Wah. All right, so that was 1 cup rice, and this is gonna be 2 cups soy sauce.
That's gonna be
Well, it's
salty.
definitely the right ratio, but ugh.
Well, I'll see you in 12 minutes.
Pressure cooker.
Oh my God. It's not quite done yet. This is how they make Cocoa Krispies. All right, so we're gonna let it repressurize and try to cook it off some more. Looks the same, but how does it taste? It tastes like white rice with a whole bunch of soy sauce dumped in it. Hang on a second.
Oh no.
Next rice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think it's burning. This straight up smells like melted plastic.
Oh.
Here we go!
Illegal.
I know you
Illegal.
don't need me
Do
to
not
tell you
use
this,
a
but
metal
there's
fork on your nonstick pans.
way too much soy sauce for this to be enjoyable. Whether fried or straight out of the rice cooker, this is a no-go. I'm gonna have
The
to
cringe.
give the soy sauce rice a 0 out of 5.
Bop, 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 bop.
Bop.
I
Let
don't
me
think they
just
left
say,
the rice at the beginning either.
Yeah, Chesh, you should never visit the restaurant I work at because half of our non-stick pans just don't have any coating left on the bottom of
Oh,
them
we
anymore.
forgot about...
Because idiots have been cleaning them with fucking steel wool.
Oh, that's smart.
I think there's a little bit of an exception for restaurants, specifically because 1, you're busy, 2, you're in a rush, and 3, you don't care about their pans, they're not yours.
That seems to be what's happening, yes.
I just realized something very important. It's after midnight. If I want to, I can just devour what's in my kitchen right now. Yeah.
And we know you want to.
So let's hurry this up.
It's the KFC famous bowl.
Looks like the ball has a mustache.
Oh my God, it's just mashed potatoes under there. So
Yep.
it appears to be chicken that was not suitable to sell on its own. So basically what KFC has done is they've taken the food that they would have normally thrown out and repackaged it as not
Yeah.
food that's about to be tossed. Bravo!
That's how chicken wings were invented.
Yikes, look at that chicken.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's all in
You
jest.
should do
We've
stuff
had
like that.
nothing but good luck with KFC.
Can hire him up a bit.
This is some sturdy mashed potatoes. I have a feeling most of these mashed potatoes are going to get wrapped
Quote
around
unquote
the cornmeal
potatoes.
in there. So we'll add it after everything else is browned
What's he
up.
putting them into?
A grinder.
Sausage grinder.
Probably taking a while.
The corn shells are going to get caught up in that.
Choice in not dumping the mashed
Mhm.
potatoes in here. Good lord. Then we
Yeah,
just fill
there's.
out the remainder here. We usually try to avoid mashed potatoes.
Oh, that
for their
noise.
tendency to burst, but for some reason I got a good feeling about this one.
So weird how he uses that tiny little tool for all of this.
Sausage.
He's become quite a master at this over the years.
Sausage.
Mm.
If we can get the mashed potatoes under control, I see no reason why this wouldn't be a 5 out of 5. And 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. Ooh.
Yeah. Lou.
That's a whole lot of mashed potatoes. We do have a little extra casing, so I'm gonna try to thin this out to prevent burstability. This one's a bit of a lightweight. With special thanks to today's Mark Box.
Ordinary sausage, Ruffalo days.
This guy! Hey, I don't want to argue with you, man, but those bottom two don't belong here. This Will It Blow is brought to you.
That's it, yeah, Guy Fieri and Babish. Oh, we didn't watch any Babish.
Actually
this one.
cooks, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Skip,
Yeah, that's a long ad.
skip. Yeah,
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
That's like most of the video.
So will it blow?
What was that? Whoa.
The worst Will It Blow we've seen. Lots of
Three
I
rough-
like when he uses the cooked food because this part doesn't bother me nearly as much. When he uses the raw meat and does that with his lips, I just.
Sometimes it's not even meat. Whoa, that
What
look at that
is
change.
it doing? Oh, that's weird.
It's squirming.
Ooh, time lapse.
I've been cooking this thing for like an hour and a half, so if it's not done by now, it never will be. Let's open it up and see how we did. Oh, what a
Yep.
disaster. You know, let's try
Like
to get
being
a
in
cut
England.
that we can actually fit in the hot dog bun. It's still very
But
much
with
mashed
potatoes
potato-y.
instead of bread.
One fill-up bowl costs
Yeah,
like $5
yeah.
and change.
I don't know why
and
you
get
expected
three
any of
sausages
these
out
things
that.
to make
That's
mashed
pretty darn
potatoes into
good.
less
Sausage
mashed
mayo.
potatoes.
Here we go!
Like all you did was grind it and then press it together. That's just still mashed potatoes.
Oh, why? It actually turned out good?
He
Like,
loves
yeah,
the
it's
KFC
mashed
ones.
potatoes.
Sausages don't miss. An incredible sausage once again. You got the savoriness and saltiness of the chicken. You got the mashed potatoes doing something. And
The
you got a
texture
hint
looks
of
like it'll be a bit of a
Doing
put off.
something.
We got a beautiful sear on the sausage. No matter how much we cook these mashed potatoes, they're still
It's a lie,
gonna be
Mr.
very,
Serious.
mushy. So
He
you know,
hams it
that's a
out.
downside. I'm just gonna deduct a point for the
How are mashed potatoes ever going to be not mushy?
This is
One way
this is
you
one
can,
heck of a
you can
sausage.
unmush mashed
So I'm gonna have
potatoes.
to give this sausage here
And it's by making them
a 4
crispy.
out of 5.
It's what? Sorry?
You can make them crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah.
You can crisp a mashed potato. You can like shape it and then throw it onto a whatever and then make
Oh,
it
speaking
get
of which,
texture.
Josh, I've had a story on here before that it confuses the hell out of all the people I know. I have cut myself on mashed potatoes before.
Impressive. What was in them?
Just mashed potatoes, but you know, like when you're scooping them out of the container, you leave like sort of like whorls on the side of the container.
Yeah.
Leave that container for 2 hours so that it all dries up into like concrete.
I see what happened here.
Then try to scoop it off of the container with your hand because you haven't realized that it's dried into concrete yet. When you're a dishwasher in a restaurant, you learn to cut yourself on all kinds of different things that aren't knives.
You're gonna find every single thing.
Mm-hmm. I certainly have. Almost every week there's something.
What in the fuck am I looking at?
Well, this is Buff Corral.
He's our sweet dancing boy. He's gonna dance us out.
It's our tradition. He sings and he dances to a particular song that the guests choose.
And he will do one of these two things well.
Yes.
And the other one.
Not until Raisin comes back, and then you guys can all choose. But while we're waiting, Krendar, what do you?
Yes.
What do you want to shill? It's time for the shilling before we wrap up.
Oh, just the usual stuff. Next Thursday, I will be popping back to Tears of the Kingdom for a little bit, and maybe get in some Final Fantasy 14 on the weekend as usual. We are getting close to the Stormblood expansion, so that will be fun.
Sweet. Link down below along with everyone else's. Chesh, anything you want to promote?
I am also playing Tears of the Kingdom after this is over on Twitch.
Nice.
I also have a video premiere, so if you want to look into and see what I was talking about earlier with all that craziness, I have a video premiere about that coming out on Monday, and on Tuesday you heard me mention earlier that I guess one of these videos is what we're going to be watching.
Yeah, I'm happy to have passed the content along.
Yeah, you're covering right now. You're covering like a bunch of stuff that I was also planning. So I've got our Volcano Watch show. That's on Friday with Landon and Manya. Then we have Dumbfect Fridays on Fridays. It won't be this Friday; it'll be the following Friday. And Wednesday I'm gonna finally have a day off. In like first day off I've had in like 2 weeks. And I still have to run D&D, so you know.
Oh, nice. By the way, chat says that you have to play Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I've been told that a few times. We'll see. I'm not big on MMOs, so.
It's very story heavy as compared to other ones, so it really goes into better storytelling.
Raisin.
It's the same as other MMOs.
I played like a tiny little guy that I named the Grandmaster of Flowers. I think where I had to punch ladybugs.
Nice.
Raisin.
That's 14. Yeah.
Okay, so I have tried it in the past, quite a long time ago, but I
don't know. Not to rush you on, but I'm hungry as fuck. So can we rush this along, please? Raisin, you want to promote?
Come back here on. I think we're still doing it on Friday.
Yep, we're doing UFO episode 2. That's on Friday. And as for me, tomorrow I will be playing Final Fantasy 12. And believe it or not, Krendar, you inspired me for this one. The original Tomb Raider.
Nice. Also, Final Fantasy 12, fantastic choice.
Yeah, we're mostly finished with Final Fantasy 12. It's we're at the tower right now, I think. As for
the lighthouse, you mean?
Yeah, the Pharaon, where we
late on, yeah,
close to the top of that. And also, as for Tomb Raider, I completely forgot they didn't have controller support, but there is a third-party app you can get that will basically do that. It's for like speedrunners.
Game controllers barely existed back then.
They were joysticks back then. It was if they existed at all. But
on top of
there was no universal standards to them for sure. Yeah.
But some cool guy on YouTube helped me out there, so I very much appreciate it. And if you're wondering who we're going to have on next week, we have Red Eye, but I have no idea who we are going to have alongside him. I have to put the feelers out, so to speak. But anyway, until then, what do you guys want to listen to the wrap up?
Have you seen him before? You said no?
looks
You should
vaguely familiar, but maybe last time I was here. I'm less distracted by him and more distracted by like this double mirror. Like we're clearly in a bedroom in the same spot in this bedroom, and I'm just like.
I would like to point your attention to the identity of the person on the poster. It's him. He's a poster of himself up in his bedroom. It's a photo of himself on his bedroom wall.
Okay, there's a joke that I absolutely love, and this is basically it. When somebody's sitting at like a desk because they're like the CEO or they're really important, and the picture behind them is of themselves, I've like Trunchbull in Matilda, and she's sitting there eating the chocolate, and she's sitting by the fire, and the picture on top of the mantelpiece is her with like the. I love that shit. It's so good. They did that in Hot Fuzz too. The guy who runs the grocery store.
Yeah, the shop.
Into his office and he sits down, and behind him is a picture of him sitting there smiling.
He's posing the exact same way as he's like in the poster. Yeah. Okay. I have two things to pick from. I have two things to pick from. Either Outcast or NSYNC.
NSYNC, let's go.
Okay, that's it. Well, all right, that's fair enough.
It's appropriate for the end of the show.
Let's go.
Anyways, today we're gonna do bye bye bye
There's
bye.
nothing that was in sync though.
Back on the upper there levels, pump 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 pump. Let's get
Let's go, bro. What you got? I'm all about this.
Much so far.
Fucking dancing in the mirror? Hell yeah, let's go. I haven't done this since I was like 12.
He will do something that is technically considered to be singing, maybe. Technically.
402,000 subscribers?
He's been doing this for over 10 years now.
I respect it.
He's committed.
This is his world.
Commitment.
He's an amazing dancer. His singing.
I'm doing this tonight. You're probably gonna start a fight. I know this can't be right. Hey, baby, come on. I loved you endlessly, and you were meant for me. So now it's time to leave it. Take it alone. I know that I can't take no more.
It does feel a little extra trapped in by the tripod today.
I wanna see you out there.
Usual.
Like the bunny jump. This is the type of song that he's handling a little better because it's more spoken. Like this, it's more.
I do not appreciate that this poor man is being restricted by the space in which he is trying to operate.
He's normally not. Normally that tripod is a good bit further back.
Yeah.
Nice little jump rope going on there.
Just hit me with the truth now. Girl, you might
Sounds out of breath.
So give me
It's hard.
Baby, come on.
He's making it work in a confined space.
And me now, I really come
Maybe he was told to keep the noise down for this one. By the way,
dancing takes up extra energy.
Chesh, what you need to do is you need to find his chop suey one that we watched last week. That was probably the best one he's done in a long while.
Hard, man.
I was not expecting that.
He needs to get a belt. His pants are falling down.
He took a lot to get in shape. You let his pants fall down if they want to.
Oh, now you're back to being all mothering and defensive. You drop Cobes and then you're embracing Buff.
He's a nice guy. He's heard his like documentary, right? He's got an inspirational story.
Son needs to do a documentary on Buff next.
If it was Jared, he would just let his pants fall down.
And then he'd start masturbating on camera. While not breaking eye contact with said camera.
Jared, he would have tripped over the garbage on his floor by now.
Yeah, Jared doesn't have this much space.
Yeah.
Look how clean his stuff is. The only thing, there's only one thing is what I'm looking at the smiley is when I look at this thing. Is that
checking out, starting off, don't wanna be in the loser. I've had enough. I don't wanna be a fool in this.
It is Vaseline.
Yeah, probably. Like the stuff going on in his head is weird.
He's a mime. He's miming it.
If you ever see it's a horror show though.
The less he sings, the better he dances. The
Yeah.
weird cutoffs. I'm not liking that he's just cutting
Yeah,
things off
same.
now.
He's just kind of he's kind of like
He gets
no,
mad
it's
and
getting
just kills
worse
it.
now. Yep.
No, I'm here for it.
We got this witch going, yes.
Yo, it's just
Hoots, is Harry Potter bad? Yes. Well, now we don't need to watch the videos. She already gave us the answer.
I mean, it's fine.
That's very
not-
concise.
What?
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone who showed up and everyone who shows up in the future. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the links down below. And we will be back for Bearded Ramblings 1-for-1 this time next week. Maybe, and then if Iceland doesn't blow up, we can all, I don't know, make some really problematic rap until then.
Oof.
We can only hope.
I mean,
Till then-
mine would be problematic just by the just for trying. It's just the fact that
You
I
should just call it problematic.
Yeah, problematic is a good word for it.
Alright.
Offensive to just the genre.
We'll be back soon, so till then, bye!